I'm
We're
full,
live.
man. I just ate. What is okay? We live. We live. Let me refresh this too, so I can be on here when the chat. All right. Not quite.
Sure.
Not quite. We good? Okay. Yes, sir. We are live. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. One Piece University, episode 9 of season 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Building your online
As you
business.
can see, if you're looking at your screen right now, we're at full power.
Let's do it.
Shout out to everybody for coming through. JJ, Zane, Preach, Prince. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, brother.
Happy
Yes.
holidays.
Yes, sir. 12 watching already. Appreciate y'all. Pop right in. Let's get it. I want to start with something that has been very much so a steamy discussion, to say the least. Is Kizaru an Uber Eats driver?
Oh man. That's all
Oh
that-
yeah, he got the full like subscription. He on Uber Eats, he on Lyft. Even if
Okay.
Lyft offers somehow like a food service, he's the first one on there. Like I'm telling you, Kizaru is the one who gave Luffy that food. There's no other way. There's no one else.
How
Unless
would
it's
he, bro?
caribou through the little like
I-
cracks and crevices of the like rubble
I'm-
nearby. It's gotta be Kizaru.
That's
I'm
what you
thinking
said?
it's caribou, bro, because
I don't think Kizaru either.
bro,
either
because
Kizaru or
Kizaru
caribou.
was sitting there the entire. Whenever we saw him, he was sitting there still recuperating.
Yeah, I mean, this is my
That's
thing. I'm
the
gonna go
point,
ahead
though,
and
right?
answer. This is my thing that we've seen Kizaru move. That nigga is fast. Don't get me
Yes,
wrong,
sir.
but he's not that fast, bro. Come on, now let's be serious.
Bro brought him like
In
3
Awakening-
full centers.
And in
Or
Awakening,
full
he could.
meals.
in an instant. Saturn, you are the father. What's good, Anthony? Avery G. Appreciate y'all for coming through early. 19 watching. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Is that confirmed?
I think it kind of is, man.
I feel
Oh,
like
man.
at this point, because I feel like Guinea won't be referred to as wife number 8. Was it 8?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like,
Wife
Yeah,
number 8 is
fr-
crazy,
by the Gorosei specifically. I feel like
Yeah.
that would just be a weird thing to be like
Unless it was
naming someone
Emu.
else's random celestial dragon's wife, like
Yeah.
Guinea is wife number 8. I don't know.
unless it
feel
was Emu's wife. It was either Emu's or Saturn, but I'm gonna go Saturn.
I think
Slave
Saturn would
wife
make
number
more
8
sense.
is the most insane thing I read.
Yeah, that boy is sick. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I want everybody to answer on who gave Luffy this food. If it's not Kizaru, tell me who you think it is. And if it is Kizaru, tell me why. I'm gonna start with you, Preach.
I mean, Prince said caribou. I'd like that one. I'm gonna have to go with that. I didn't really think about it too much, but I like that idea.
Caribou.
I'm thinking it's Zoro. You know, he's not taking that fight. He's not taking that fight with Lucci too seriously. He had time to go get up, pick up some food real
Bro.
quick.
It's an extreme dip. Zoro gonna be standing like nothing happened next time we cut to him, man.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
All right, Zay, you say Caribou was your pick too, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say caribou. But the only thing is, he got kicked off the ship. Wait, when did he got kicked off before Egghead, right?
It was
when they were leaving Wano, right?
Bro, he had nothing
was-
better to do, bro.
He
It
was
was
like
when-
kicked
yeah.
around and stuff, but I don't
it
know.
was
if
when
he
him and
kicked
Zoro was on the
off.
ship, right?
Yeah, I
It
think
Yeah,
Zoro
Was he
Zoro
kicked
was
off?
on Wano.
Yeah, Zoro was like, "Get out of here."
That's when Kaku came, right?
Oh, so he's
Okay,
still on the
yeah.
island though.
Yeah. He's on Egghead still.
Yeah. Do y'all
Yeah,
think
he
that he
can
would,
make moves,
do
man.
y'all think that he would rehash that Caribou bringing food thing though?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he would
Could be
too.
a running
To be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a lot of food too. If it was just like a burger or something, I'd say maybe Kizaru ran and grabbed him some, something to eat. But that's a lot of food, man.
Yeah. Also, since we're talking about the Luffy food thing, I just want to say big shout out to Oda. Confirm my theory. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I dropped the theory a little while back saying that Luffy's greatest ability is like his recuperation ability with food, and that he can literally create dense energy for himself because of his rubber capabilities and use food to like hyper regenerate. And that's literally what's going on right now. And it could be literally anything. And I feel like that's the reason why Luffy values food so much, because like, I mean, obviously from a human standpoint, it is life source, but I feel like we kind of overvalue or underestimate the value of food. Whereas Luffy literally is like in monkey terms, like food equals life. Like
Mhm.
more food equals more life. So you give him food, you give him more life.
But I
I
guess
feel like your quality just changed drastically immediately. Y'all heard that?
Drastically.
I didn't hear
I
that.
just made up a word.
Okay.
I cut out a little
All
bit,
right.
but I didn't hear too much.
Am I good now?
I think it's good, yeah.
You good?
All
You
right.
good? You good?
I feel like because I'm holding my mic, yeah, I'm not where I usually am, boys. I'm in a remote location, but I'm
Oh, yeah,
holding
yeah,
my
it's
mic,
good
so I feel
now.
like that's
kinda
probably
hear it a
why.
little bit.
Yeah.
But I think Kizaru makes sense though, because just the fact that like Saturn was holding people back, and so like it could be a Marine, it could be like, I don't know, it could be a Marine that we didn't see it on Egghead, Drake or Smoker or somebody
Think
else.
so?
I don't know. I don't know. Like Kizaru looks like he's down, like he can't even move. So
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that he was laying down the first panel, then sitting up the
Yes,
second
sir.
panel.
Literally what I
Yeah.
was going to say.
I
Or
agree.
like
So,
he like bent his knees.
yeah. Talk to me, JJ. Who you got?
I mean, Kizaru is the easy answer here. I mean, when you look at that first panel when he's talking about Sentomaru and Bonney, you can see the anxiety on his face. He's uncomfortable about everything that's going on right now. And once we live through that backstory, we can understand his uncomfortableness with everything that's going on. Kuma's a real guy. He knows that. And now his daughter's about to get his head blown off. Why? Like, there's no reason for it. And even though he claims he's a cog in the machine, he's shown throughout this whole Egghead saga that he's a man that's kind of moving with feelings and trepidation and everything. So for me to see him laying down in one panel and for me to see him sitting up in another, I mean, remember when he got kicked by Luffy and then he just like turned into light and then was just right back where he needed to be? I don't see why the circumstances can't be the same here for this. And it's not like Saturn focus is on Kizaru because he understands he's laid out by Nika. So Kizaru did what he got to do to get to help the right side of history, man. He's trying to help the Dawn, man.
Okay. I see it. I see it. Have I answered?
Nope.
I don't know. It was Ging from Baratia.
He repaying Sanji's
He's finally
debt.
back. He's finally back, man. Everybody thought it was Who's Who. Nah. I would say I just don't think it's Kizaru because I don't know. That's if you're gonna turn, I feel like if he's gonna turn, he's gonna turn.
Bro, no, I think he already turned because in this chapter, I just reread the chapter a little bit, like right now. It makes so much more sense that it should be Kizaru because you look at the panel, you see Bonney and Saturn talking, chopping it up like, oh, you're like, I'm gonna kill you or some shit like that. And then
You out. You went out.
yeah, you
Like
cut
and
out.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yes, sir.
like and subscribe.
We can hear you now, bro.
Yeah, you good now.
Saturn and Bonney are talking. Kizaru is quite literally just laying down, thinking of Sentomaru and Bonney, and then all of a sudden, he's Luffy gets food, and Saturn's like, "What the hell? What's going on?" And then the Marines are like, "Get him!" And then Kizaru blank. It's just literally ... and he's sitting upright. I feel like there's no way it's not him at that point. Because why would they specifically have a small panel right after Luffy's eating food for him to just have a blank thought? I feel like it's just a little
can
Oda
see
hit
that.
right there.
I can see that, but I feel like I can more so see. Remember them Cypher Pole agents that they had captured that Luffy and them fed? I can see it being that. I mean, I feel like I do think Kizaru is going to turn. Don't get me wrong, but just the DoorDash service, I'm just not with that. I don't know, bro. It's just I don't see it, man. I can see Caribou or the DoorDash. I mean, Jesus, or the Cypher Pole agents helping him before that. To be completely honest,
Good point. I forgot
just-
about them.
I just find it hilarious. Like Luffy's like, "Give me food," and then next thing you know,
Food just appears.
food just appears. Yeah, and like Saturn's just looking at him like, bro, where did this food come from? Like out of nowhere, and he's just chowing down. But I just find that hilarious.
No, that's what I absolutely love. Is that Saturn knows about the Luffy lore, and he knows that if Luffy gets even an ounce of food, it's over. He's getting back up. So that's why he's like getting so pressed.
I'm trying to
Put him in sea stone cuffs immediately.
It's just
That's
funny,
just
his reaction,
hilarious,
though.
man.
But then again, like, where would Kizaru have gone to get the food? I wonder.
I was gonna say,
Like, how would he know it,
Vegapunk
though?
has like the food thing where it's like just creates food.
Because we see
Yeah,
it's Atlas saying, "I can't move to get you some food," and then the next.
Like Kizaru might know about that. Like he might know.
That is true.
Kizaru-
How often does he
Kizaru-
visit?
Kizaru spent a good amount of time on Egghead while Kuma was getting himself robotified, so he should know where to hit the button to have all the food come out instantaneously.
That's funny, bro. If Kizaru is he gonna beat the DoorDash allegations?
You think maybe a
Or what?
new devil fruit or something like food devil fruit?
That's
Hey, I'm
Vice
I'm
Admiral.
young.
interesting. What about a Blackbeard pirate?
Why would a Blackbeard pirate do that though?
Because they know Luffy is their best option at beating Saturn.
I still don't know what the Black Bear Pirates will be doing here, but I mean,
they are here.
Yeah,
my
we-
They are
theory is-
here.
Well, I mean, actually, like, yeah, if Luffy's distracting Saturn, then the Black Bear Pirates could maybe try to obtain Vegapunk or York, but they can't do that right now because he's in their sights and Vegapunk's not able to move. How can you take Vegapunk with him being in that man's radius of not being able to move?
So my theory with the Blackbeard Pirates is Kuzan has some inside knowledge about the whole like Egghead incident, the whole Buster Call that was planned. Because if you look back at Punk Hazard, Smoker was confused. He was like, "How did you know I was here?" Right? And like it kind of shows that he still has inside information on both sides. So he might be using that and telling Blackbeard like, "We need to go to this specific event to capture Vegapunk or Gorosei or whatever, Seraphim, whatever they need to do." Whatever their plan is, that's kind of what I think is going on with the Blackbeard Pirates.
Well, in that case, Preach, I'll extend the question even further. Who do you think is Aokiji's informant, if that's the case, inside the Navy?
Man, that's tough. I would say maybe like Drake or someone in Sword, but it's really tough, bro, because
It's got.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm about to say he can have a few.
There's no way it's
Yeah, I don't think
it's
it's
got- Bro, that interaction they had was sus, bro.
It was.
Don't get me wrong, they were boxing, bro, but it was sus. Like there was some underlying stuff going on there, in my opinion.
There's always underlying stuff. It's One Piece, man.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, I guess it could
Definitely.
be good, but I feel like there was like some real emotions in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like
there was.
like I feel like Garbo was real. Like he saw that Kuzan finally like left the Marines.
yeah, like it was a turning point.
There was one quote that had me like, It was something that Garp said. He said, always. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't want to misquote it.
Could be Garb though.
Right.
I mean,
If it's
I'm
not
sure. I
Garb,
mean,
then
maybe,
it could be.
Doll. Maybe. I know it's like a random one.
Yeah, no, these are random shouts, but like in general, I feel like it would make sense that Aokiji has an informant inside of the Navy. I mean, it just makes sense. Like if I'm gonna leave something for good, a plan B should always be put in motion. Like just in case if I need something, like from this thing that I'm abandoning completely. You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And standpoint, it just makes sense.
y'all like the cover page?
I did like
I
it.
like
yeah.
that color spread, man.
Everybody says Zoro
I did.
looking happier than usual, man.
I mean, being around the god makes that happen for you. But I
Yeah.
just noticed everybody having on dragon t-shirts. I kind of like that, especially Nami with the Kanjuro drawn dragon. That was my favorite.
Yeah, it's the year of the dragon, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah. year
Here
of
come the
dragon,
theories.
year of Monkey D Dragon as well. Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Theories.
Frankie's
How
dragon
long-
goes hard.
How many chapters has it been since people have been talking about dragons finna be in it?
He's been in the chapter.
It's been a
I'm
lot.
talking about
Yep.
being in it, not just.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
supposed to be
chapters,
like chapter 1100, right?
1100.
Does that
And
how
now
the-
we're
the
on
clouds look?
chapter 1000.
No,
Now we got
clouds are the
Kuma
orange
pulling
ones,
up
right?
finna throw hands with Saturn before Dragon did.
Yeah, for no reason. Futile.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Kuma's finna
Zoro this
smoke.
happy since like East Blue.
Yeah. But to be fair though, I've seen a lot of people talking about Zoro, and for some reason, I don't know why people have this perception of Zoro that he doesn't like the Straw Hats. I mean, that's just completely false. Like people
That's
think that
wild.
Zoro's this like stoic character, who he is, that is true, but he's constantly stoic. He doesn't give a shit about anything except for swordsmanship, and he only cares about the world's strongest swordsman, and he doesn't care about his crewmates. Like there are genuinely some One Piece fans that believe that.
Yeah, that's
If
And
you
that's
Jinbei.
believe that, if you
No,
believe
it's
that,
Jinbei.
you don't read One Piece.
You don't read One
Jinbei
Piece, you don't
is
know
the
Zoro's
guy.
character, nothing.
Bro,
Jinbei is the guy that doesn't like the Straw Hats.
No, that's Robin on the low, but I'll let that slide for right
Stop
now.
it. Stop
I was
it.
about to say,
I'll
like,
let it
listen,
slide
man.
for right now.
No, but
He's
if
a
it
traitor,
is
bro.
Jinbei
Yeah, Jinbei's a traitor.
for
He's
like
not-
what?
You're not
Like
doing
a
this,
day?
man.
Half a day?
Y'all see.
Like they did fight a war, yes, but they've been hanging out for like
Listen, y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna see. That's all I'm gonna say. When it happens, I want y'all to give me my props. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I
bro,
just
feel
want to
like
go
it's
back.
never gonna happen.
Let me talk about something reasonable. Well, it's not really reasonable because this Prince thing about Zoro is kind of wild, but at the same time, like remember, he didn't like Nami from the get go, didn't like Robin from the get go, don't like Sanji now. Like other than Dagon Chopper, like he don't really got no like real connecting ties with any.
Don't like
any
black
of the other
people.
crew, though. Like I
I
ain't
mean,
lying. Like,
well, if you think about it, it's only because of the fact that they weren't official crewmates. Nami was running around doing the thing with Arlong. That's why he was still like a wits away from like actually being with her. Then Robin, pretty much the same thing, deserted an entire organization. And he's like, nah, that's sus, bro. Why you guys like jumping on it immediately that she's part of the crew? Like give it a bit of time. And then
The thing,
Water 7 happens, and then what happens after Water 7? He's perfect, saving her left, right, and center in almost every single arc. And then
the thing about
Sanji
Zoro-
is just given. They've been hating on each other since like the
the thing
beginning.
about Zoro, bro, is he's most loyal to Luffy out of anyone. Like he's gonna ride with
Bootlicker!
Luffy.
Chopper.
You know what? That's what makes him first mate instead of fourth.
Well, he's not. I forgot to lick
That's
boots
all-
to be first mate. Did I'll
that's
be
all
all
I'm
right,
saying.
brother.
That's
I
all I'm
will
saying.
be
Hey,
okay.
Rayleigh was doing the same thing to Roger. I don't want to hear it.
We cool. We on Gabon time, man. Doing our own thing, man. Come on. Chat, what's good with y'all? What it do? Oh, what it do? Okay, that was. Oh,
What it
appreciate
do?
it. Big Vex for dropping 5 memberships. Vex the GOAT. Y'all already knew that though. What else in the chat going on? Why is Saturn sweating from 1 HP Kuma fraud watch? You don't understand the passion of a father's punch. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that, you'll understand why he's sweating.
He's
Yeah,
got
not
that
just
father-
that,
got that
not just
father's
that.
hockey.
But I mean, to be fair, it is kind of like true. It's not even like a joke. The will to protect your daughter is extremely strong, and with Kuma, there's no other priority for him except his daughter. So it does make sense.
But I feel like, well,
And-
even Vegapunk, I think, hinted that Kuma's a lot stronger than we think. Like, he showed that, I think he said that that Saturn was afraid of Kuma if he went rogue, right? So it's like, I think
Current Kuma or Frankie?
Current Kuma.
yeah.
For sure.
What?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Oh, y'all holding Frankie. No.
Wait, are you
Bro,
talking about like damaged
the guy-
up Kuma?
Current Kuma, even Pacifista Kuma not beating Frankie.
Current
Yes,
Kuma.
he is, bro.
He is, bro.
What?
Bro, I
Bro,
don't think. I
Saturn
don't
is
think.
afraid
I
of
don't
Like a
think
Kuma, bro.
pacifista
Frankie.
is
I love Frankie, bro, and Saturn did give him praise earlier on, but in terms of strength, bro, I don't think Frankie could make Saturn look like that in any manner,
His
bro.
devil fruit is just insane, bro.
He's busted, bro. He's busted.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Especially bloodlusted. He's bloodlusted right now, bro. Like he's
he's pissed. Yeah.
What's the next chapter? What's the next chapter when y'all see this punch don't even connect? Then we're gonna be having some real conversation.
Damn. Hey, nah.
And I'm thinking like when I'm looking at that punch and I'm looking at Saturn's take of it, it's like in the middle of the chapter he told you like Kuma's dead. Like he wasn't expecting to see him.
Yeah,
He wasn't
it's-
expecting him
yeah.
to be able to do anything, and then for that man to literally be in front of him to to fight him when he, in his mind, all of his individuality has been deleted. Like, I think it was more of a look of shock more than a look of fear.
Yeah, I don't think it's fear either.
I really don't know what the heck is putting down these guys, man.
Because if we be for real, it's just like
damage with that Paul. That'd be crazy.
It's just like the Blackbeard and the Blackbeard and S-Hawk thing. Like, he was more so shocked at the existence of it than like actually scared of what was in front of him. Y'all dig?
Bro, but he said earlier on in this arc, I can't remember how many chapters ago it was, but like y'all said just a second ago, he was just talking about how he wanted to put a bomb in Kuma because he was afraid. Yeah, Gorosei aren't around to handle him, like the Gorosei in general, not even just Saturn, then he could be a huge problem, bro. So I think he does fear Kuma. But I will agree in that final panel, it is more of a look of shock than fear. I will agree with that for sure.
Hobby Horse says this punch is connecting this OP, not JJK. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god.
Hey, RP this last panel.
Okay.
There's no way that shit's not landing.
That third guy.
Hold on, let me play up, but I got you.
Hey, yo, there's consider with this whole Gorosei situation though, and it's that right? We know it's willpower.
Like and subscribe. So
keep cutting out.
Reset your mic. Reset your mic.
Maybe I have to at this point.
They're probably computers. Just restart your computer. And shit.
God damn.
One thing I want to talk about is Kuma. So I talked to Zane about this a little bit. Is Kuma present in his conscious mind, or is it like how Zane said a natural instinct? Like what, or is it Kuma's programming? Like what is like how is he able to do these things and go straight to Egghead?
I think he's overriding the erasure of his. I think this is his will. Like this is him. Power. Yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to use Aki.
I think so. My idea of
that is actually a really good point. I did not think about that.
I think maybe.
God damn it! That was what I was about to say.
The ancient robot has something to do with it. Like at first, I thought maybe Kuma was the one that activated it, but I'm starting to think it could be the opposite way. Like once Luffy activated the robot, then that triggered Kuma to go to Egghead.
That's actually
But yeah, this whole
Did you restart your computer?
Is it working?
No, you're still cutting out.
What is going on, man?
You got to
restart. You and your undisclosed locations, man.
Bro, it's
yeah, it's lagging bad, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. Ooh.
But okay, so we was talking about while he get himself together. While we was talking about Kuma's reaction, I think the I'm looking through the TCB now. I looked at OP initially. OP when they was talking when we got that scene of Dragon just walking around the park, just enjoying his day.
Oh my God.
We got him an OP. They mentioned instinct fragments, and in TCB they were just talking about where would his instincts take him. I wouldn't be surprised if he may still have some kind of connection either to his memory altogether, and having Bonney be the one that took the memory away may have connected to his mind one way or another. But I really do think Bonney doing something with that memory is the thing that got Kuma moving for real.
Did I don't remember that, though?
I think. Go ahead.
Was he at Marriage Law before that, or what's the timing?
I'm about to say, around what time did he decide to just start running away from Dragon? And then was that around the same time when she found the ball, or was that beforehand?
I think that was before.
Well, so that's why I think it's a robot, because he went to Mauricio first, and that's also like we know the robot also had that same thing 200 years ago. Was it went and attacked Mauricio at the Red Line the same way?
But then I also hear people saying like he couldn't get to Egghead from where he was without going through Mauricio. So it was just like one thing. When he's doing his paw thing, he can't go up, down, left, right. He could just go in the direction. The red line was in the direction he had to climb.
I mean, that's true, but he was fighting like random, like holy knights and just like fighting people for a good minute there.
Okay, speaking of that, I think it's time to address something else. Vex just brought it up. Did Oda forget that Aki Inu blew off his face and leg?
Yeah, bro, I was thinking about that too.
Hey, there was also a fodder Whitebeard part that Aki Inu hit that was perfectly fine after. I don't know, Zane. This AP
Here
might
we
not be
go.
as strong as we think.
Here we go.
Hey
Kuma
man,
regenerate
talk
now?
to Oda. Talk to Oda.
Respect the cherished one. We're not going to do that here, bro. Bro,
That's
listen,
crazy.
why
I was
does
just
Luffy
about to make a
literally
thumbnail.
let that man leave?
I was working on a Kuma video, and I'm trying to make the thumbnail, and I'm thinking like, should I do Kuma with his face blown off and everything, or should I just like do it how it is right now?
I think the face blown off would be a good dramatic effect.
That's true.
Have
Yeah.
Kuma looking like half Kuma, half Terminator, like with the eyes red and all that joint.
Bro, look at how
good point.
comparing Kuma to Saturn, it's crazy to see how like gigantic Saturn is, bro.
Yeah, he's huge.
Because Kuma is huge.
Kuma is big already, right?
And he's kind of making him look small, bro.
Say, I didn't say it. All right.
My god!
But somebody said when Sanji destroyed Queen's arm, it stayed destroyed. However, Akainu couldn't keep Kuma destroyed. So Sanji got more AP than Akainu. That's what somebody said.
No, listen to this though. Look at Kuma's face. His face is definitely destroyed on the right part.
Yeah, nah, man.
It was
his hat fixed. His hat is fixed too. Akainu can't burn the hat.
His foot was blown off. It never showed that.
He lost a leg,
Akainu
right?
can't burn a hat, bro. The hat is perfectly fine. Look at it.
Bro, he hit his face directly.
Oh, wow.
He's that, bro. He's that
precise.
Nice with it, bro.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
No, when we saw the first time, like the hat was blown off. I could have sworn.
Well, that's just Oda then. Oda is
man. The AP might not be as strong as we think.
Nah, wait, he got it stitched up on his way to Egghead.
Oh man, that's a tough scene, Akainu. Speaking of allegations, though. No, I gotta address some allegations too, man. Sanji, they talking about you bad, my boy.
The Scream Merchant.
The blue leg Seeker has not risen yet. Listen, listen. Everybody that's ragging on Sanji right now, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a bean with y'all. As y'all can tell, right now, this is Bonney and Kuma's time to get beat up by Saturn. All right? Give it some time. Oda will free the wings. My boys is going to show up before this arc ends. It just has to happen when it's time. Right now, it would be out of place for Sanji to get up and save Bonney and Conqueror's Haki Blast if Kuma was on the way, you feel me? But once Kuma is killed, which will be next chapter probably, that's when you open up the Straw Hat space. Y'all got to learn how to hold on to your stocks. One day, y'all will get it. Bonney over Sanji, you're a sicko.
Hey, I'm a blue leg Seeker believer, bro.
Yeah, you know man.
And I'm waiting on it, bro. I'm waiting on it. I'm not gonna slander Sanji, bro, because I know it's gonna backfire
sooner or later. Because Kuma is not that punch. Even if that punch do something strong to Saturn, right? Which I don't think it will. We know that this is all Kuma. Listen, Kuma, say your goodbyes. You feel me? It's over with. So,
I think what's gonna happen is that punch is gonna do some major damage to his face, obviously, because that's where he's aiming. But I think they're gonna trade blows, and the blow is gonna kill Kuma, and that's gonna be like the last thing Bonney sees. And then Luffy's gonna get up, and she's gonna get her hope back after seeing Nika.
Yeah, that sounds to be the case. But do you think that a regular Haki punch can just heavily damage Saturn?
I mean, yeah, why not? Have we seen anybody use Haki on Saturn yet?
It's got to be Shanks.
Nobody's gotten a chance yet. So.
Exactly. But Haki, we all know that Haki is like the key counter to Devil Fruit abilities.
No, don't say
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To abilities in general, yes.
Oh my god.
This was reference to a 2-hour long argument me and Zane had about Sukuna versus Shanks. Oh man, Shanks wipes the floor.
They're gonna fire my ass up.
Shanks wipes the floor.
Who y'all got? Sukuna or Shanks?
Wait, listen though. Listen. Wait. Don't
spoil nothing at all.
I just have
say
one
he wipes
question,
the floor, bro. I mean,
no, he literally one shot.
Can Shanks dip out before Sukuna opens a 0.2 second domain?
Yes.
No, bro.
Bruh, Shanks can see the future. He will not have.
You talking about JJK now? What's going on?
This is all right. We're not going to stick on this for long. But all I'm saying is, Shanks, as we saw with Kid, can literally look into the future and see what you plan. He also can completely outspeed and blitz Sukuna. If Shanks looks into the future and sees Sukuna trying to pull some bullshit, he's going to blitz him and kill him before he gets the chance to do so.
But he doesn't know the ins and outs of a domain.
He won't have a chance to do it.
Hey, hobby horse, that's wrong.
Shanks clean up the whole verse. Yes, sir.
Toji is Mach 3. Sukuna is faster than Toji.
All right. Back to One Piece. Strictly One Piece.
Back to One Piece.
Okay.
Anyways, where'd you guys leave off?
I'm just telling him how Sanji's not a fraud because he's just being held down right now.
He's not a fraud. It's just that he hasn't seen the sheer power of the Gorosei.
Respect Sika and Zika.
Yeah, Zika right now finna pull through with the mink coat next chapter.
You think Zoro will be held down too?
I think by that time,
bro, that is oh my god. If Zoro is not held down by the Gorosei's power, but Sanji is,
but he's not gonna be doing it at that time.
Sanji,
by the time Zoro gets there, it's just gonna be if he gets there. That's what y'all need to be worried about if he make it. Okay, but by the time he gets there,
no, but I'm just saying,
by the time Zoro gets there, Saturn's probably already on the ground dead.
I'm just asking, does that power affect him the same way?
Yeah.
No,
definitely not.
I don't know.
Why not? Tell me why not.
Advanced conquers hockey.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
So you think that's Saturn?
He can't hold down a man like Zoro. I'm just like,
I agree.
Bruh.
I agree.
Didn't fucking Enel put his feet on Zoro's face and make him kneel?
This is pre-time.
I'm just saying, like, don't put it against him. He will do it. Like Zoro being held down by Lucci right now. That's facts. Relax, now.
I can't wait until we see him.
Who the fuck was Zoro? Let me tell y'all why Zoro's not there right now.
With Lucci under his boots, so y'all
he's
stop.
gonna beat him though. He's gonna beat him.
Man,
I'm telling you,
Zoro, he gonna have that same Egghead outfit on with a dripped out leopard fur on his back. Man, respect that guy.
I'm saying, bro. Listen, the reason why Oda fucks with Zoro too much to have him in this situation right now because he would look bad.
He has to keep him away from Saturn.
Like
if he doesn't keep him away from Saturn, the arc ends.
So why is he loving Sanji?
Because listen, Oda sees himself in Sanji.
He wants to embarrass himself.
He's willing to, humility. He's willing to do things to Sanji as jokes and shit because he sees a lot of himself in Sanji. He makes a lot of jokes through him. Like the perviness, that's Oda. Oda liked to cook. He loved food. And all the people attack names after food. That Oda sees himself in Sanji, so he's willing to do more things. He wants to uphold a certain image with characters like Zoro and Luffy sometimes and Shanks. But when it comes to Sanji, I feel like he sees much more himself, so he's willing to joke with him a lot more and do more things because he's more open to it. You get me?
So more so, Sanji is his freedom character to do what he wants.
Yeah, it's hype tool, but also it'll pay off in the end too. Zoro, give me strength, Odin. This is base Lucci we're talking about.
Okay, that's
all right. Nah, we're not gonna go there.
No, that's funny.
Hey, Enma, man.
Hey, how long did it take for Odin to master Enma, and how long did it take for Zoro? That's all I'm gonna say.
Odin was a little kid with Enma, man.
Nah. It took him his whole teenage life to master that.
Where did you read that? That must got an Odin one shot.
Bro, stop playing with the man who had a goddamn brothel under his name at the age of 5. Stop playing with him.
Exactly.
That's the
He's
funniest
like that,
joint
right?
ever. Yo, like.
That's so funny though.
He was listening to
At
him.
5.
Even putting that in the story.
It's been someone like Zoro since Ryuma. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true. Bonney's stronger than Sanji. I mean, hey man, that's what I'm telling y'all right now. Stop doing that frozen eye shit, bro. She's not resisting his ability. He's just not using it on her. Let's be fair. I'm a fair guy.
Yeah, I do have a question though.
Yeah,
if Kuma is using hockey and has willpower, right? Does that mean to a certain extent he has a will, which in of itself is individuality, which means he's alive? So is Kuma alive at this point?
A shred of his humanity. Yes.
And if so, how? I feel like obviously it's going to be explained in the next 2-3 chapters.
That's the first thing we saw.
If it is the case.
So what's the first thing we saw? We got the Egghead. when that with that lion. I mean, not a lion. That shark that was trying to attack the Straw Hats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did Vegapunk say? You can't get rid of the primal desires of these animals. You can't do the same for you.
That's a great callback, bro. Oda is a genius.
And Kuma's a little animal.
Imagine if it's literally just fatherly instinct. Imagine if it's just fatherly instinct.
Well, literally on the panel it says Father's Fury.
Exactly. That would make so much sense. A father's instinct is to protect her daughter or his daughter.
It's funny too. Like if that is Saturn's daughter, then it's actually a cool moment too.
Yeah, real father. Yeah. The father that stepped up. You know, sometimes the stepdad got to go beat the father up. He don't want to play child support. Or it's always something. You feel me? Like sometimes as a stepfather, you got to go in there and show him who the real daddy is, and that's what Kuma finna do.
Bro, it's gonna be so sick if Saturn is her actual dad. That's some sicko shit.
I mean, I'm thinking. All right,
I feel like it's like
these translations.
I feel like we there. Like, why else would he be like, just let her live? Like,
what did he saying? Blow her head off? Was that him saying that about Bonney?
Yeah.
He did say that.
That boy is a sicko. Like
he's a
certified sicko. Get this nigga out of here, bro. This is a Gorosei member.
Bro, listen, I need Luffy to show no mercy to this guy. I need him to kill his ass, bro. Like for real.
No, that's why Dragon gotta come. Luffy ain't killing nobody. Dragon is gonna kill this motherfucker.
Bro, do y'all have a problem with Luffy killing villains, bro? Like he never made it. I know Oda probably doesn't do it.
No. It's not that Oda doesn't. I feel like what Oda has done for Luffy is dramatically worse. Not worse, like it's dramatically much more devastating than just killing someone. Shattering someone's dream, that's literally canonically what Luffy wants to do to opponents, is the definition of heartbreaking. It's much worse than death.
Do you think so?
So
I think
if you shatter someone's dreams, it's over for them.
But I think Oda once said it in like an interview. He said like he doesn't let Luffy kill people because he wants them to have a chance to get their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in this case, I feel like it would be justified for sure. But I just, like you said, I don't think he'll do it.
Somebody's gonna kill him. It will either be Kuma or Dragon.
Or Zoro.
Man, Dragon is not coming, bro.
Ooh, actually, to be fair, JJ got a good point in chat. We should just say like off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unalive.
Nah. Even that YouTube can pick up.
Maybe. When you said that, maybe we shouldn't use that word. Okay.
Put down.
Yeah, put down. All right, I'm reading the OP scans.
There we go.
He's reading the OP scans. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So OP scans said it was me who experimented drugs with your mother, the one who would later become the 8th lady of the Holy Land. That's what threw me off. Like he's saying, like the whole Holy Land.
But that's a bit off. I have the TCB one up.
Yeah, he's like
your mother being brought to the Holy Land to be wife number 8 is ironic.
That sounds more like he's talking about
part
himself,
of my drug experiments. Yeah, it sounds more personal.
Okay,
we gotta wait till.
I feel like nobody would. If you like put yourself in a Celestial Dragon's shoes, right? If you can literally get whatever you want in the world. Why would you refer to someone as wife number 8 if it's not your wife?
Yeah, I think it's his wife.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So that means
Imu's wife. It's either Imu or Saturn's wife. In the context of the situation,
I think it's more likely to be Imu's wife. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
You think so? But why would Imu pick a random shawty like former slave?
I knew somebody. I knew somebody in high school. To be fair, in his contacts list, he'll list him girlfriend number 4.
Oh God!
So I'm just saying, bro. Like,
is he a Celestial Dragon?
He might have been, bro.
Hold on, what? Yo, what?
Don't be putting my business out there, preach. Don't do
that. All right, wait. When's the next episode coming? Okay, it's coming out next week. So next week we'll figure it out because we'll hear Imu's voice, and then once we hear Imu's voice,
I mean, no, it's already been confirmed that woman or man.
It's a woman, right?
It's a man. It's a man.
Yeah, it's a man. Okay.
Because the way that they refer to it, you say, it was say, which is what they call all the male Celestial Dragons.
Ooh.
It was in the preview that confirmed it. It was the preview for the.
I feel like
so. I'm thinking. I'm thinking Emu is gonna be like a child, bro. I
Think so?
really am thinking, yeah. I'm thinking so.
Like a spoiled kid, spoiled brat.
Like a child that got immortality at a like 15, 16.
Like what's the thing
And
from
then
Full Metal Alchemist? The like the god thing, like the godchild thing.
No, the one that was in Bradley's son.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
that's something like that.
It was like Isom or something like that. Some shit, but yeah. I think it's gonna be it would be cool if the final villain is somebody Luffy. Has Luffy fought anybody his age in this story?
no. Besides Kobe,
I don't
maybe?
think so.
Kobe don't count. Like,
Kobe really do not
50,
count.
I mean, obviously Emu gonna be hundreds of years old.
Zoro.
But to see Luffy trade blows, no, Luffy low different. So at least to see Luffy trade blows with somebody that looks to be his age would be nice for the final battle, I would say.
That would be hilarious.
Emu not a baddie. Nah, brother, give it up. That agenda died a week ago. Unfortunately for
Hey, I'm
some.
not gonna lie, I missed that agenda already. Emo could have been a baddie, bro. Come on.
Y'all some weirdos.
But like, no. But in all seriousness, without the baddie talk, Oda could have really made like a whole ass like insane female like main villain, and it would have been really cool.
Yeah,
It would
but
have
I
been
do know
interesting.
Oda. He tried to
Definitely
avoid
different from
punching.
the whole
But then
shonen
they'll say it's just
like
copying
vibe of
Naruto.
it.
Oh God, disgusting.
I mean, to be fair, I feel we all agree that Madara should have been the last villain. It was shown throughout. I just finished rewatching Naruto. I can say this for a
spoilers.
fact.
What happened?
Oh my goodness. But I feel like most people in
Why
here
you say it like that?
because I feel like it's been so long since it's over now. It's been what, 6 years?
Yeah,
Ended in
bro.
2017,
If y'all
right?
haven't seen the end of Naruto, you're
All
laughing.
right,
Yeah.
I will say it couldn't have been it couldn't be a Uchiha. Now Kaguya, it was an issue, but the final villain couldn't have been an Uchiha at the same time.
Nah, it should.
Should've been
It's not
Sasuke.
that it should have been an Uchiha. It should have been Madara specifically because
He's an Uchiha.
it's not the fact that he's an Uchiha that like it made it a bad thing. They literally made it outright, like let it be known that Madara didn't defect from the village specifically to be an Uchiha. It was more so to defy the entire world, the shinobi world that was made, and because of that, like he was the one rejecting the entire system, the only one. And because like he wanted to create a whole different ideology, whole different system to the shinobi world, that's where the Akatsuki started up. So I feel like Madara was the staple. He should have been the final villain.
Nah,
I think that if Madara
Kaguya was quite literally just like security for Boruto. That's
it
literally
should have been Toby Rama's races, man. That's what it should have been last
Wow.
one. So somebody could have wiped him.
wow, they would have.
Get that.
They couldn't get my twin out of here because he's the strongest Okage.
Why do you say it couldn't be?
Oh my god.
Bro,
Because
get
I
that
feel
out.
like
Cycle of
the whole-
hatred.
Yeah,
Cycle
the
of
cycle
hatred.
of hatred being the whole thing with how, especially with how Uchiha are so
Antagonized.
sensitive and antagonized at the same time. The
See,
longer
the
you
thing
keep
is-
a Uchiha being the main villain and getting put down, there's always going to be one that's like looking at that and saying, "Oh, we're getting ostracized" or whatever. And yeah, Sasuke worked with Naruto to do it or
But
whatever.
to be honest,
Well, actually,
their whole
not
Yeah, no,
plan
necessarily.
I was
wiped
about to
out,
say
so
that
it's
that
like-
absolves all of it because if
But not
Sasuke
necessarily,
works with
though.
Naruto to defeat Madara, right, and then you have the whole like obviously Naruto and Sasuke know they still have to fight even after Madara. They know that rather than it just being an Uchiha thing and then clashing of ideologies with Naruto and Sasuke, and if Naruto can finally let or make Sasuke acknowledge him, then the Uchiha hate is completely dissolved. And also, we have to also
But is that
bring
the
context
case,
into
though?
the situation that a lot of people don't hate the Uchiha anymore because they don't know the truth. The only people that know the truth are the audience, Naruto, Kakashi, Sasuke, maybe Sakura, and then like a couple others. That's it.
Bro, that's
But I'm
what
saying,
Nobody
but
knows the
either way,
truth about the
Madara's,
Uchiha incident.
Madara's motivations were all in interest of the Uchiha. So, like him being the final villain still would have fed into the cycle of hatred at the end of the day, even if he would have been taken down by Uchiha. There should have been. I can't say how he could have put it off, but instead of Kaguya, there should have been somebody else that was still ingrained into the story and
Setsu.
lore. But Zetsu wouldn't have felt like it hit hard enough.
Nah,
the reason why it was an issue. Yeah. The reason why it was an issue with Zetsu killing Madara is like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was really
maybe if it would have been reversed.
Madara should have been it because
pain the most, bro.
The reason why I feel like Madara, he obviously had this ego of this whole like Uchiha thing, like, oh, my eyes, and that's pretty much with almost every Uchiha at some point in the story. But when it came to Madara, I feel like he was at a point where with the whole learning of the stone tablet, the Sage of Six Paths, all of this, he literally thought he was acclimated to a higher level, to the point where he's not even Uchiha anymore. He wanted to be the god of Shinobi. He wanted to be the god of the world. He was at a higher plane than everyone else. He considered himself an individual that is quite literally a tier above every other individual on the planet. So, I mean, at that point,
changed the fact that he was still Madara.
I want to ask you this: who creeps you out more, Orochimaru or Saturn?
Orochimaru. Bro, Orochimaru is so damn creepy. Bro, even the simple things like him pulling out a sword
is like a weird,
bro. That gives me the
demonic spider-looking thing, bro. It's like,
but to be fair, Orochimaru has way more depth around like the bad shit.
So who creeps you out though?
He does.
Well, in terms of design, Saturn easily. Saturn is like literally.
But this is really the shit that Orochimaru be doing. Bro. I'd be reaching in his throat and pulling swords out of shit.
So if you saw both of those dudes in person, who would you be more scared of?
Hold up, what version of Orochimaru are they just standing there and I just walk up on them?
Yes.
I mean Saturn in his, but this Saturn would be in his human mode too, right?
Oh, does give me
y'all are taking,
bro. Like this dude is like,
you're taking the nasty version of Saturn, right? So like, what about that version of Orochimaru with all the different snakes that's together with the big ass face and shit, right? That shit is weird as fuck too, you know what I'm saying?
It is. It definitely is.
I mean, you put both of them beside each other. At least I see a humanoid upper body from Saturn. So I'm thinking Orochimaru still.
Yeah.
I don't even
I don't know, bro.
Brandon and Jose put in chat Orochimaru fell off and Orochimaru post Kabuto. I'm a pacifist. I feel like the reason why is because he was watching the whole situation inside of the infinite genjutsu that Itachi put. So Itachi quite literally like killed two birds with one stone.
Man, that nigga effectively.
I love Orochimaru. I think he's one of the best. He
effectively changed Orochimaru and then also changed Kabuto. He changed
Orochimaru the throat goat, really?
Bro.
Whoa.
But yo, hold on.
I mean, he was puking himself out. Like, he's hiding himself, everything inside
he was
his throat.
giving Sasuke some hickeys and some weird stuff, bro.
All right, bro. All right.
Hey, Hobby Horse said, why am I hearing better Naruto takes on a One Piece podcast than from Naruto fans? Hey, listen. I don't know where this stigma is from. Well, that like you can't enjoy other shows because you like one show.
You get what he said. Though.
Yeah, but
listen, this is not a One Piece podcast. This is an NBA podcast. First of all,
yeah, exactly.
Let's get that straight.
Let's talk about the Pistons.
Oh, let me check the scores. I hope they beat the Celtics.
I was just bring us something with Saturn. I forgot what it was.
Pistons are
like his image design. What specifically?
I don't remember now.
They're winning by one.
Saturn got some cold lines. I'll say that.
I was gonna say. So the title of the video, "Most Evil Villain," is it confirmed? Saturn is the most evil villain One Piece so far.
I'd say yes.
So far,
I'd say yes.
Most villains in One Piece have something that happened. This doesn't absolve them of their sins either. Now, don't get me wrong, but you can go and look at Dofi, Kaido, and most villains, and there's something that happened to them at a younger point in their life that led them down their path, right? I can't say the same will be the case for Saturn. I think he's just an evil piece of shit. So I would say he's the most evil.
For Crocodile.
Crocodile? We don't know. Crocodile might not.
We don't know what was going on with Crocodile, but he's about to blow up a whole country. Like
he might not even be a man, but we don't know what's going on. Who else is just flat out evil? Green Bull.
That was a good one though.
Enel.
Green Bull.
And that was, bro. And that was.
No, Green Bull not evil for real. Let me stop.
Not evil.
Bro, come on.
Oh man. I'm trying to see.
Bro, I swear, Green Bull is more evil than some of the villains in One Piece.
Well, I was gonna say Green Bull doesn't feel so evil all the time just because he's a goofball, bro. You can't take him as serious.
Because he's not evil. He just be reading them stuff, bro. He be saying stuff you see online, bro. He red pilled right now, but he'll be all right.
Damn.
What else was I finna
Red
say?
pilled is a crazy way to explain it.
Was Saturn trying to protect Bonney at first?
I don't know why, but him saying Green Bull just made me want to ask this: which Logia awakening do you think would be like the most visually pleasing, just from a visual perspective?
Akainu's for sure.
Visual perspective, I'd say we've already seen Akainu's though. Akainu's and Aokiji's. Like,
well, we don't know.
Assuming we don't know, but we're assuming it's like 90.
I think
percent sure.
What about Blackbeard?
Logia, right? Only Logia.
I think
that I would agree with. I would love to see a Blackbeard awakening Logia wise, what it would look like, because it doesn't have the same Logia.
Yeah, it might be a Mythos zone.
I think Green Bulls could look pretty cool.
It very well could be.
I think the forest, deep forest emergence from Green Bull would be insane, but Enel would look like that Raijin Island.
I didn't even think about it, Nils, bro.
It would look cool though.
Actually, I do have a theory, a small one about Blackbeard's fruit. If it's a mythical Zoan, I feel like it would be a Hito no Mi, mostly because of the fact that it's a complete opposite parallel of Luffy, and it's because Luffy, as a human, humanity-wise, is all the good things in humanity, right? The most innocent person ever. He's very happy, joyful. All the good things about a human being is instilled into Luffy. All the bad things, dark, evil, twisted, manipulative things about humankind, humanity, is instilled in Blackbeard. Which is why I feel like they're polar opposites. So if Luffy is the sun god Nika, this sun, bright light that's shining on the whole universe, or One Piece universe, then Blackbeard would be the complete opposite. He brings darkness and he brings murkiness and malintent and all these things into the One Piece world.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know. Let me know if I'm spitting, chat. But yeah, that was just my take. I still
think Smoker has the worst Logia.
Smoker? I feel like
Caribou, bro. Caribou.
Caribou might.
Caribou was awakening would just be Florida.
See, I don't know what it is with Smoker. Worst, I feel like Smoker has such a good Logia devil fruit, even in this width of Logias. Like a smoke fruit is so good, but at the same time, he's just not used right.
He could literally suffocate anybody.
He could literally be such a good character and such a powerful character too.
Okay, that is a usage. I was going to say, like, what is a real good usage for that fruit though? But I guess
suffocate
anybody. It's a worse version of Karasu.
Yeah, or what her name is? Gastino.
Yeah, because what's his face? You're Caesar? Talking about the dude. No, you're Caesar. Talking about Caesar has one of the best.
Yeah, I was going to say Smokers is the worst version of Caesar's.
Yeah, no, Caesar could literally be so OP as well. He could literally be Yonko level if his fruit was portrayed.
If you gave that fruit to an admiral, oh my god, bro.
It's broken. It's done for.
If you gave that to an admiral, oh my god, that might be the most busted Logia, bro.
But Monet,
hey, I'm not trying to gas Smoker. I'm just saying that
if Oda, I'm not trying to gas shit.
If Oda didn't just absolutely obliterate him after what happened in Logtown, yeah, Smoker could have been.
I feel like his fruit for the most part, he just. What is he like? He don't do anything like smoke related with his fruit. Like it's just,
it's just him flying. He's just flying around.
Snow is by far.
Nah, Hobby Horse is spitting because Caesar does have a broken Logia, but he's just trash. He's just trash.
Caesar's not trash. Caesar was manipulated by Vegapunk, man. He's gonna be redeemed though.
Sure, after all we've seen from Vegapunk,
you are like
manipulating Caesar from the get-go.
Respect Gangster Gastino, bro. Respect my boy, bro.
Gangster Gastino.
Why they got the Green Bull look like this on the wiki, bro? This picture is so ugly, bro. Oh my god.
Wait,
what's the picture?
The Green Bull picture. I'll send y'all the picture. Hold on.
But
not the one that when you click on his page. It's a different one.
You know what's crazy? I think Kaido is more evil than Saturn was.
What?
Wow.
Yes, bro. Bro, Kaido was literally letting. Okay, don't get me wrong. Saturn is a complete a-hole, bro. But what Kaido did to Wano, bro, is actually terrible, bro.
The difference is he gave them a chance.
No, he didn't give the children and women a chance
That's true. That's true.
at all, bro. He
Yeah.
didn't give them anything, bro. He let them suffer with no
Like,
no
but
remorse,
That's
bro.
actually true because when he beat Luffy and he said like, I'm gonna make even like the women and children slaves.
Literally, bro. He does not care.
I'm gonna ask
Yeah,
y'all this
and then,
question.
and then he said, and when they die, I'll just find even new ones because y'all are replaceable like that.
He was crazy.
Bro, he was a monster, bro.
Let me ask y'all
He
this
was a
question,
monster,
man.
but at the exact same time, like you could see the tiniest shred of reasoning in terms of his perspective, with the sense of he values the strongest, which is why like when he got Luffy coming at him and Kid and everybody, pause, but like they were pretty strong, like capable individuals who were trying to fight him, and he didn't deny that. He was like, you got something, but you're not powerful enough to beat me. So you got strength, so we can use you, and you can be my crew or whatever. But you ain't like gonna beat me anytime. So you gotta be with the Alliance or some shit like that. But when it comes to Saturn, I feel like Oda's really gonna try to like drive it heavy that they are not human. They do not have a shred of humanity in them. They are pure devils. And they will go like literally, they're calling them insects, man. They're calling humans insects. That's crazy.
Mihawk did that.
Because he's a holy knight.
That doesn't look good for Mihawk, does it?
Mihawk is
Yeah,
probably the son
yeah.
of a holy knight. I ain't gonna lie. But I think in this, I'm gonna do a video on this. Well, actually, before I talk about that, I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that the rest of the Gorosei are gonna have like stories that are like integral to other characters' backstories? Or do y'all think that he's just doing it through Saturn so you can get a general idea of how evil they are in general?
I'd
We
say
gonna
the
give
latter.
some kind of. I would say the first. I would imagine Gandhi got some kind of Wano backstory that could affect people.
Sanji uncle.
I would.
Germa.
Yeah, I think Sanji uncle. I've heard. I feel like we may have talked about it here in other times, but he may have been a replacement Gorosei in regards to somebody else, and that may have a way to affect the story. But the way Oda's writing this story, everything seems to connect. So I don't think anything is just really going to be out the blue.
So Zoro uncle is Sanji uncle.
Yeah. Who else?
My guy was a former fleet admiral. Top man was a former fleet admiral. You know, the greatest
Uncle Admiral.
All right.
I think
the other dude is related to the guy from Skypiea.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Gonfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Gandalf, whatever. But
Gandalf.
yeah, Gonfall.
No, but to be fair, he does look like Gandalf. So I can see how Oda maybe got inspiration from that.
I think the mustache is the most forgettable one.
To my JJ?
The mustache dude?
Yeah,
JJ. The top man? Oh man.
That's
he had the most memorable name. I'll give him that.
Nah, I think Sanji's uncle is the most forgettable.
Let me log out real quick, man. I ain't signed up for this.
Look, man.
Sanji's uncle is the most forgettable one, bro.
What makes you say that? That nigga tall as fuck, bro. Oh my god.
They're all tall as hell.
No, he's towering over them, bro.
I think
except for the other one with the real long beard.
He doesn't look as old as them, so it kind of stands out.
Godhead Topman, that's just too memorable. Sanji uncle, he got the shirt open like a pimp, you know what I'm saying?
Mega Man balls.
He looked the youngest for sure. But Godhead Topman.
The most recognizable one is easily Gandhi. Like that's not even close.
Yeah, because swordsman tax. That's a big ass sword.
He walking around in his bathrobe in the room with 5 other dudes. Like I'm uncomfortable.
We gotta pause real quick.
It's samurai attire.
Hey, I seen that we have 40 people watching the stream and only 35 likes. Math ain't mathin'. All right, so please,
you know what?
like the stream.
I take it back, bro. The most forgettable one is probably Gonfall, bro. Just because, like, whenever you think of the Gorosei,
nobody talks about him.
Whenever you think of the Gorosei, who's the first one you think about? You either think about Najuro or Top Man or Saturn.
But then again, do y'all think people would be thinking about the other one if we didn't call him Sanji's uncle? Like that's just
no, probably not.
I think the one with the Gonfall one is like people always bring up the fact that he has some kind of remorse compared to the other 4.
Yeah, but he looked like the dude from Skypiea, which is the worst art.
What is he in charge of again? I can't
Oh,
remember.
hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Literally, hold on 1 second. He is which one you talking about?
Gonfall.
Military God. I already forgot.
It's just like, bro, we don't even Sanji, Uncle, and Gonfall.
Gunfall is the military god.
Bro, they have names now.
Oh,
Bro.
that's actually raw as hell.
What chapter? What
That's
chapter is
actually
that, Krow?
I'm looking. I just typed in Gorosei on Google. Limit to it.
Same here.
Whoa,
I'm just
shit,
looking
what
at all
was
the
that?
different names. You got
Yeah.
Shepherd, Jupiter,
Marcus Mars is Gunfall.
Nazuro, Top Man, Mercury, Marcus Mars, Jay
Military
Garcia.
environment,
Marcus
right?
Mars sounds like somebody from one of them
The 80s.
old black cartoons from the 80s.
Hey, but to
what
be
about
fair,
my friend Martin? He sounds like a character
Hey,
from that.
this Gonfall, with Gorosei, right? He's like, even in the panel I'm looking at right now, where they display all of their names, I feel like he's always giving some kind of excuse as to why their actions could be kind of justified, whereas the other four don't even give a shit.
Bro,
Who,
do y'all
Gonfall?
remember how like crazy this was when this chapter dropped?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
actually insane. That's one of my favorite chapters, man.
It was nuts.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, Godhead Topman is just so funny.
That is
to me,
raw.
bro.
That's raw to me.
It's fine. It's
Godhead,
fine.
Topman, Valkyrie.
It's fine, but it's still just hilarious, though.
The
It's
best
funny,
one is
yeah.
Saint Marcus Mars, bro.
I
Saint
think
Marcus Mars.
What's the worst name? I think it might be
Shepherd
Gandhi.
Jupiter.
It might be Gandhi, bro. Ethan Barron. It's just too long. I feel
Yeah,
in comparison to
it's a
other.
little too wordy.
Yeah.
I feel that. Jay Garcia is probably the best one.
Yeah, that's
Jay
cool. That's
Garcia
cool.
Saturn.
That's cool. That's cool. Here's a stepper. I might say he had the most boring design if we didn't have so much on him, though.
Yeah. If he wasn't a scumbag, maybe he'd be a little better.
Yeah.
But they're all scumbags, so it doesn't really matter.
What do you
Yeah.
think gave him his scar?
Which one?
Zoro.
All of them?
Zoro's dad,
start
bro.
with
Zoro's
Saturn. We'll
dad,
start with
bro.
Zoro's dad died to Zeph. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Oh, by the
Bro,
way,
man,
you know, I was
Oda
looking
did
back
that.
at
That'd be funny.
like Kuma's like little like God Valley thing, isn't it, bro? So did Big Mom fight Saturn?
Where you get that from? Oh, why you say that?
Well, because like the page before, when you see Kuma gets devil fruit and like Big Mom is getting Kaido's fruit, and then Saturn steps in like soon after, like the next, I think like a page later. So I was thinking, like, I feel like he definitely had to step in to try to fight Big Mom.
Yeah, but he didn't get the scar from Big Mom, because I'm
Yeah,
looking
he was
at it
No,
right
already
now.
yeah, I
He
don't
still
think he
had
had the scar, but I feel like, I mean, he had to fight somebody at God Valley, right?
Yeah.
Nah, he
I don't know
did,
why,
like,
but I feel like each one of the Gorosei
Garland.
has a scar from Joy Boy. Like, Sun God
Saturn
League.
Saturn and Garling were in the back playing patty cake.
So you think that
the real
Joy
fighters
Boy
were
was a
fighting.
swordsman? Is that what you're saying?
Could very well be. You never know.
If Joy
Which
Boy was a
means Zoro's
swordsman, I
gotta
would
be
not. I
stronger
would
than
listen.
the
It could be
I will
Ryuma,
drop
bro.
One Piece for the rest of my life with Joy Boy. If we
That
start
would be
talking about
so
Mihawk over Joy
funny.
Boy because he ain't got no
Bro,
black blade,
that would be so funny.
What if? Wait, was it ever stated that like the Gorosei were scared of Wano
They just
because of the samurai, or
not
was that
scared,
just
but they were-
that was
They were wary
Akihito.
of Wano.
Don't say Marine. Say the name. It was Akihito. Don't just say.
he wasn't scared. He was just cautious. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but you know who
Gotcha.
wasn't
Bro, I
scared?
think-
Hey,
they-
Jose
You know who wasn't
Spin,
scared? Kizaru was not
They
scared.
know about Ryuma, bro. I'm telling you. That's why. They know the legend of Ryuma, and that's why they said that.
See, what you was gonna say, preach?
I said Kizaru was not scared.
Bro, that nigga was on a suicide.
Bro, he was
Kizaru
finna
looks
cook Big Mom
ready.
and Kaido, bro.
He was on a mission to off himself.
Yeah, and let's circle back where we all took his word for fact and thought he could take Big Mom and Kaido at the same time, and now can't take Gear 5 Luffy.
Gear 5 is stronger than both of them.
Combined, get the fuck out of here.
There is no way.
That
If we
destroys one of my
equate that to
opinions, I
that,
can't say that.
oh my god.
destroys one
We're
of my
done as a community if we do that.
Bro, Luffy is beating the hell out of Big Mom. Like, that's not even a.
That's
No,
still
no,
extreme.
that's
extreme
facts.
death fight.
But
I think
both
he
of
can beat
them
Big Mom.
together-
It's extreme death, though.
He's beating Big Mom high div.
No, he's not. I mean,
High div.
what constitutes the difference between high and extreme
Because-
in your eyes? No, in your eyes.
The
Tell me what's the
difference
difference.
is
Well,
Big Mom's somehow
doesn't
even
use it.
No, I'm saying like,
Luffy.
what would make
Obviously.
no in y'all eyes like the definitions of extreme diff and high diff? Are they
Extreme
leaving?
diff is both opponents are on their back like Luffy and Kizaru. They were
You know what's
extreme
extreme
diff.
diff to me? What I always picture? I always
Nah, I
picture
don't think that's
Sasuke and
What did you
Naruto
just say?
at the last fight.
Yeah,
That's
something
extreme
like
diff.
that,
That's like an
or
extreme diff.
Katakuri
Luffy and
versus
Katakuri. I
Luffy.
say Luffy
Yeah.
and Katakuri is extreme diff.
Luffy and Katakuri is the definition of extreme diff because Luffy getting up, he puts the hat on Katakuri's face, right? He is wobbling. Like Luffy is always intent, has a will. He's always like, on the go, energetic, right? And if he is on a mission to get back to his crew that he said he would meet up with immediately, and he's wobbling, like barely moving, like one step at a time, that's how you know it's extreme diff.
Yeah, I agree.
What about Luffy and Kaido was extreme diff because he's knocked out after, right?
It was, yeah.
True.
What? So give me an example of a high diff
Actually,
in One Piece.
hot take. Luffy versus Kaido, the whole fight was extreme diff.
Say high diff
Luffy
is,
versus Gear 5 Luffy versus Kaido, high diff.
I say high diff is Zoro and King.
That's high diff.
Nah.
Zoro
Zoro passed out.
No, but to be fair, he also had the other fight as well.
That's true.
It's kind of same situation with Zoro. Zoro versus Zoro and Onigashima, extreme diff, but Zoro versus King, high diff.
Yeah, I think Kaido was a much more difficult fight.
Hurdle to come
I mean,
across,
he
yeah,
lost,
of course.
So I mean,
That's true. Luffy did get a lot of chances.
I would say Zoro versus King is high diff. I can see that. If that's the case, but he passed out, but not. If Zoro would have went to that fight fresh, right? Let's say if Zoro would have went to that fight, he was virtually fresh considering the drugs he took. That's how.
And the thing,
Considering the medicine.
Yeah.
and King
So-
was, I think he even said like Zoro could damage him even in his like defensive form, right?
He never said. It was
Or
never stated.
it was implied, right? It was implied.
It was just implied. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I do have a question. When it comes to like L's, right? I was thinking about it. When it comes to losses in One Piece, or more specifically when Luffy loses, right? We always know that the fight is practically, even though we know Luffy doesn't kill his opponents, a fight to the death, right? Because Luffy's ready to risk his life for it. So is it really a loss if Luffy doesn't die?
Yes.
No, think about it.
Yes,
The
man.
opponent could not kill Luffy.
That doesn't
Is it a
mean
win
nothing.
for the opponent?
Crocodile thought Luffy was dead. The fight was over. He won that fight.
You thinking someone's dead doesn't mean they actually dead.
But he won the fight. He didn't kill him, but he won the
Yeah,
fight.
I don't think you have to kill them to win the fight.
But like obviously, like if you think about it from that perspective, right, that you have to kill them in order to win, right? Because we're at that point we're just making the same assumption as every single villain that's going up against Luffy. And
I think the difference
what
is,
has
like,
time and time proven like happened again and again that Luffy goes back up, he doesn't die, and then beats their ass, and then they lose because they
that's kinda
assumed
true
that
because-
Luffy was dead.
But Luffy lost those fights. If Robin doesn't come and give him the medicine or the cure vaccine, that's the word. But if Robin
vaccine.
doesn't give him that, he's dead. He lost that fight. Kaido knocked him out, put him in prison. He lost that fight. Kaido knocked him out, sent him threw him off the island. He had to eat food. That's a loss. Like these are not times where he just got up and he just went down and got up later. He always goes down and he needs like external help or somebody to intervene for a little bit. That's a loss.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not like Luffy's never lost. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I think that when it comes to like a fight scenario, like in a war case, if you're not dead, you haven't lost, in my opinion. I mean, like if you haven't been completely silenced, then you haven't lost.
But I think
And
it's different
that
in
really
Kaido's
goes for
case
Luffy as well.
because we've seen Kaido's character is like imprisoning people after he defeats them.
Mm-hmm.
The strong ones, at least.
Yeah. Gear 5, Luffy's too childish? I mean, yes, it is. That's the point.
How you get, how
Gear
you get
5,
your name
Luffy's
as
supposed to be
Zane?
the inner child of humanity.
I heard Morge bring that idea that Luffy awakens super future sight like Shanks did and sees his crew being annihilated. Is that for Saturn? Or just
No, that's for Luffy. That's for Luffy.
I'm saying, does he do that against Saturn? Like, is that what he's saying? Like he's gonna do it now?
He could, which is why he's like stockpiling, or not stockpiling, but like just amassing all the different food he has in front of him and just eating straight away. Could be.
So when we see that explosion, it says boom. Is that Kuma or Gorosei?
I was curious about that because they're like aim at Bonnie's head, right?
Yeah, but
And
I mean,
then the
Kuma's
next
flying in,
chapter,
right? So it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's Kuma.
I think so too because he has like you can see the what is it called? The scope on his eye.
Hold up, I need to confirm something real quick.
Scope on his eye?
Or in the panel
towards
before,
the end,
what
right
is
before
that
you hit him
called?
with that Earther shot.
Trying to see. Oh wait. Oh
No,
yeah.
I think that was the Marines aiming at him.
Yeah, no.
I think so too.
That's just a simple sniper trying to aim at Kuma.
I didn't see it like that.
Like
because
literally, the panel before that, you got 3 dudes aiming a gun, and next thing you know, you got
Yeah,
no,
straight
but
snipers.
we've seen Kuma have that ability, right? And like, cause he has that whole
like the scanning thing, like the
yeah, the
pacifistas.
scanning thing, yeah. And in Marineford,
Yeah,
we saw
yeah.
that. So that's why I thought it was Kuma, but I could see.
I don't know if
either
it's
way.
for Kuma though. I think it was my perception of it was just shooting at Bonney and also trying to shoot at Kuma as well. Saturn, and then took the hit, and then is about to beat the living shit out of Saturn right now.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. We talking about well, we wasn't talking about, but you know, Saturn was basically giving us, you know, more explanation in regards to Bonnie's fruit, saying that basically, in my opinion, is saying like the more information you know, like the less powerful your fruit becomes. You know, she tried to do the Nika Gear 3 type punch, and it didn't have any effect. And you know, basically after she heard Kuma died or Kuma's gone, you know, she tried that and didn't have any effect. So with Kuma popping up at the end of the chapter, do you think she's going to be able to attack Saturn and be able to use that same move with, you know, more strength to it? Is she going to actually be able to do something to move the needle in any way? Or
I would say that's a good point, and I would say that once Luffy transforms into Gear 5, it's going to be a power boost, like a power buff. Because
hold on. Okay, I read OP scans when they was just explaining that, and it was actually ass. I need to read it in TCB.
You know, TCB definitely has a better explanation of it.
Like Bonnie's about to get like a big buff after Luffy transforms and she sees it.
Oh, bro, oh my god,
and believes in Sun God Nika. And not just that.
Scans. I'll be right back, y'all.
I also felt that Saturn's like description of Bonnie's fruit was kind of also in a figurative way how in general Saturn and the Gorosei and the Celestial Dragons, the whole thing, they're just very, very manipulative, and they know exactly what they want and how to like toy with, like in their eyes, like complete insects. And it kind of reminds me back to how Dofi was talking about. If you remember like him talking to Luffy and him saying that, oh, if you guys didn't unravel like my lies and manipulation, if you didn't show what's underneath the world and everything like that, then all of these like, you know, murders and stuff happening in Dressrosa, all this like massacre and stuff wouldn't be happening. So it's your fault. And in a way, it's kind of similar in that sense, where Saturn's pretty much talking about the more you see the future, the more you learn about the truth of the world, the less your power becomes, and the more you can't do anything about it, which pretty much means you're obsolete at that point. So it is kind of scary to think about, but I mean, I feel like Saturn and these like Gorosei figures, they're always going to speak from a more like worldly and like manipulative sense. So it's very weird to like figure out more things from the story in that sense. But still, I don't know. Either that or I'm just completely yapping out of my ass trying to save time. But what do you guys think?
I mean, well, we did talk about it before too. It's like Bonney being a child, being so creative is definitely like you could definitely see where her devil fruit is beneficial. I can kind of see what he means, like just from that standpoint. Like when you grow up and then you realize certain things, you have a limitation on your mindset. But Yeah, I guess I can see what you're saying though, because if we talk about it with JJ too, he said maybe Nika fruit and Bonnie's fruit are like the founding fruits. So if that is
Mm-hmm.
true, I can see what you're saying of him manipulating because he doesn't want her to know the true potential of it, or how to
Yeah.
use it the right way. So he could be
Yeah.
misleading it, or he could be like telling her not the full truth of the power. You know what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying. Like that definitely is a possibility.
I mean, if you really think about
I'm
it,
back.
if you think about how time works, there's past, present, and future. So if you look at Bonnie and Luffy, right? They're imagination. Bonnie's fruit is imagination of the future. Luffy's fruit is imagination of the present, what he can change about himself immediately, whatever he thinks of. So theoretically, there could also be imagination of the past, which might be what Toki's fruit could also be based on.
Yeah, and I also think
Interesting.
with Luffy's fruit, like so when I say he transformed into Gear 5 and she'll believe now in Gear 5 or Sun God Nika because she's seen it. But I feel like also just how Luffy is when he fights, especially in Gear 5, so creative and free. I think that will also inspire her and like make her power even stronger because now she's gonna see him and be like, oh, I could really do whatever I want with my power and try to come up with, creative, fun ways to use it, and they can still be powerful.
Mm-hmm. Doron in chat, I kind of hope everyone loses their powers at the end and it's just like a brawl. If that were to happen, the only canonical and way, or just general way it would make sense is that Blackbeard used the awakening and everybody on that island can
Yeah, I can see that.
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
So, do you think Blackbeard will be at the island
Right now, I have
at
no
some
clue.
point in this arc? Do you think he'll be in the arc?
I don't think it's gonna be Blackbeard himself. No.
I think it
Not
might
at
be,
all.
yeah, like a proxy or something.
People are saying, what's his name?
Van Auger?
Yeah, not Van Auger.
Luffy?
I mean Lafitte, my
Lafitte,
bad.
Lafitte.
I always get them confused when I
Yeah,
Luffy,
Lafitte.
yeah, can travel crazy distances, like easily undetected by the people in Marijua, so he
By the
could
way-
easily sneak up and do whatever over here.
You guys see Hidden Islands theory?
Bro,
What
I
was
put it in my
Hidden
watch later, but I didn't get the chance to watch it. What was it?
She was basically saying like Lafitte was a former Rocks pirate.
Oh,
Is
Oh, I
that
did see
the
that.
most
I did
recent
see that.
video?
Yeah, that and I think I didn't watch it, but he told me the theory before, and I thought it was pretty cool.
former Rocks pirate. That would be
think
very.
there
I was supposed to listen while I was working out, but I didn't get the chance to.
There was a Rocks pirate. I think in the chapter we saw them in God Valley. I think he said like they had a similar hat. I think it was. I can't remember exactly how it was. But yeah, you guys should check that out. That was a good theory.
It was definitely an interesting video. I can't recall. I watched it a while ago. I can't recall too much of the individual things, but it's Hidden don't fail when he drop his theories,
Bro,
man.
the
Always check
Akainu
in.
theory is 10 out of 10, bro. It's still one of my favorite theories.
What is that one?
It's so bad, bro. He was talking about the actors that all of the Marines are based off and like the typical type of roles they would play,
Yeah.
and just theorizing like the future of the way they're like separate from the government. Because basically, Akainu's actor is like he's a very honorable yakuza, but he's working for some guys. He didn't know their true nature, basically. And like they was kind of like put him in a whole bunch of shitty situations and make him do things that he wouldn't morally agree with. And at one point, I think it was Kizaru's actor that got captured or something because of them not caring, and because of that, he wound up splitting from them. It's like multiple movies. He's been into all kind of. He's like you get typecasted for similar roles. That's kind of like what happens with him.
Wait, so when he said Lafitte was a part of the God or Rocks Pirates,
Rocks pirate.
but how old is Lafitte? Is he not like 41?
I don't
can
think
check.
that's like an exact number.
So basically,
me
I think
search this
I
up.
think in his theory he explained that he thinks that Lafitte got like an identity change, where he changed his entire.
Oh,
identity.
that was kind of like what Chestnut was saying.
Yeah, because he looks like patchwork. Like his face is kind of like Mojito's.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like he might look a certain age, but we don't like. He said that he used to look different, and now he now his face is completely different from what it was.
And I mean, fact of the matter is, once you seen how Denjiro was just mad enough to just rearrange his nose and everything, like anything can happen. Like you can't put it past any character at this point.
It was a good theory, though, especially with Blackbeard like tied. We know he has connection to the Rocks Pirates, and if you think like maybe there was someone from the beginning with his crew that kind of gave him the information on that besides Whitebeard, like because I feel like Whitebeard didn't talk to him too much about it, but if Luffy was also a Rocks Pirate, he could tell him more about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hidden's theory, but if this is part of his theory, my bad, Hidden. But I just saw that his age is 39 years of age, right? And if the flashback, right, God Valley flashback was what, 38, 39 years ago? That would signify that he was like born or like just around that time. But what if like it's like a different meaning in the sense that like his new identity of Lafitte was born 39 years ago.
Yeah, that's fine.
Quality thought.
Shout out to Hidden, man. We need to have him back on.
I think it
was, for sure. He
was
a great guest.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorite guests.
I think it was the Zoro guy. Like they said Zoro's dead. I think that might have been.
Oh, talking the Rocks Pirate that was like in the bottom left corner.
I think it might have been him.
His face was obscured. You can really see him.
So he thinks that Lafitte changed identities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would his other identity? You think he was just like a random Rocks Pirate in the back?
Could be.
He could have been an important Rocks Pirate, but I think just because the Rocks, they all went their separate ways. I mean, we don't know what happened with it, but it might have been he wanted a new start.
I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I could have sworn for some reason like Lafitte had like a backstory similar to Brook. Like he may have had like some type of military or been some type of officer or wherever his hometown was. I don't know if I'm making that up.
He was a sheriff from the east, from the North Blue, and he was like real cool or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a brutal sheriff.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a dope. I think he's gonna be one of the more interesting Blackbeard pirates for sure.
Oh, 100%. If there's someone who can sneak into Marijua without being noticed, they got to be interesting to some extent.
There's some people in there that
honestly, they have to be.
People do a lot of power scaling when it comes to the
Blackbeard pirate. I already know where you were going with it.
Is Lafitte the killer of observation hockey? I don't know, man.
Could well be at this point.
Mihawk was just chilling, bro. He turned off his eye.
Right. Gotcha.
Because that's exactly what happened. Do you think that works on everybody or just like
Shanks' ability?
Yeah, that certain people that are weaker than him or just everybody in general?
I think just like it's already for even like strong fighters.
Everybody weaker than him.
I'm saying like I feel like there's some people who are at least somewhat on his level, right? Like
it's harder for people in the context of fights to just stay calm, right? I think it works like I think he uses Conqueror's Haki to just disrupt your sense of your peace. Not your peace, but disrupts you.
Your focus.
To keep you kind of your focus. That's exactly the word I was looking for. He uses Conquerors to disrupt your focus, basically.
I think that Mihawk is the exact opposite when it comes to observation hockey. And if Shanks can kill the future sight that someone else has, I think that Mihawk can imbue a fake future into someone else's brain to make them think that something is about to happen, and then he does something else.
Is that what he did to the niggas that Luffy gave him that World's Strongest Swordsman title?
Nah, Luffy in Marineford. Y'all remember when like he
I know what you're talking
about to cut his hands and stuff?
I'm so cordial, bro. I'm so cordial.
I'm just bullshit. I fuck with how, like I was saying earlier, I have a theory. Mihawk and Shanks have the same birthday. They're Pisces, which are the twins, as y'all should know. I think with Mihawk, huh?
I was like, why should I know that? I don't know nothing about
they actually got the same birthday.
Yeah, they got the same birthday. Obviously, Mihawk is a couple years older, but they got the same birthday. I think that Shanks is the son of a Gorosei member. I mean, a holy knight that was raised by pirates. I think that Mihawk is the child of a pirate that was raised by the holy knights. And maybe while he was raised by the holy knights and training in swordsmanship, he might have heard about Shanks from Garling. And when he went down when he escaped somehow, he seeked out Shanks, and that's where their relationship started. That's what I think. Because why do you use that same birthday?
But
gotta be
Mihawk was a marine hunter at one point, right? So
yeah, man.
I mean, like there could be I feel like there could be a reason, a story behind it. Like why did he target them specifically, right? Like of course he's a pirate, but then like there might be something more to it.
Yeah, it could have been like, look, I just broke away from the world government. I'm finna get y'all out of here.
Yeah, that's
y'all work for them. Watch this.
Because I think it's cool too. Because Zoro is the pirate hunter, and then it's like the opposite.
Yeah,
Mihawk is the marine hunter. Yeah.
And also, did y'all know that? All right, here's some interesting parallels. This boy just missed his free throw. Pistons don't want to win.
They don't.
But anyway, interesting parallels between Mihawk and Shanks and Roger and Whitebeard.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't saving this for the video.
No, this ain't got nothing to do with the video.
Oh, okay.
As we know, Roger wore a straw hat. He was rivals with the world's strongest man. Shanks wore the straw hats, rivals with the world's strongest swordsman. I didn't know that both of their bounties, Rogers and Whitebeard's bounties, are 500 million apart, and so are Mihawk and Shanks currently. Y'all think that's on purpose?
Oh,
Wait,
really?
Say that one more time.
Roger and Whitebeard's bounty is separated by 500 million berries, and so is Mihawk and Shanks'.
Roger and Whitebeard, and then,
yeah.
Okay.
And then when you look at, like I said,
so we all agree that Whitebeard is stronger than Roger, right?
No, look at that. I know what you're doing. No, it's exactly the opposite, actually.
Crazy.
I think
that is very interesting. I mean, shoot, those are the leaders of their generation, and we may be looking at the leaders of this. Or
I'm telling you, bro, people like to downplay Mihawk because Marine for it, bro, but he is undoubtedly top 5, if not top 3 in the verse, right?
He's number 3, right in front of Akainu.
He's definitely top 5.
But
Respect.
that's why is this? How is that disrespect? If I say Akainu is the 4th strongest person in the world right now, how am I disrespected?
Bro, listen.
It's not.
Sakazuki has been built up to be Luffy's final villain, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Besides Blackbeard, Blackbeard.
Ain't no beside. You can't be final if it's beside something.
Name one thing personal that Blackbeard has done that comes even close to killing Ace.
Where Garp at right now?
That was Aokiji.
How did Ace get into Akainu
exactly?
Kill?
Because Luffy wanted to fight Blackbeard at Impo down.
This man kidnapped his young pink hair boy. This man yoked up the woman that wants to be his wife. Like, Blackbeard is effectively messing with everybody that ain't on the Sunny right now. That like Luffy. He may go slap Bartolomeo next chapter.
He need to. But yeah.
But I do think Emu and Blackbeard to me are the final 2 villains.
Sakazuki, bro.
Sakazuki is gonna be.
He's literally the opposite of Luffy. He's the opposite.
We're not doing this shit again.
The literal opposite of Luffy, bro, in every manner.
I think Sakazuki will be third to last. I don't know. It depends on if Shanks is actually gonna fight Luffy. I think it's gonna be post Sakazuki, but let's just ignore Shanks. It'll be Sakazuki, then Blackbeard or Emu. One of them 2.
Do you think Akainu respects Roger for real?
Yeah.
How he said it, like, but do you think
strength-wise?
Well, just
strength-wise, he has to.
He has no strength as a man, like.
I don't think respect him as a man because he's a pirate, but he respects his strength.
No, he thinks all pirates are scum.
I don't think
the only reason he was saying those things in Marineford was to completely instigate.
See, that's what I'm saying, because I feel like that same way too, because strength-wise you can respect somebody, but I feel like he said that to instigate for the fact that he was talking about him becoming a king, a pirate king. And I was gonna say, would he ever respect Luffy in that same way? I don't think he would.
No, I don't think you would.
I think he was just trying to
unless the unpredictable factor of learning the truth of the world comes out, and there's a lot of like unpredictability in terms of characters' decisions, characters' mindsets, and stuff. Like, if you were Akainu, right? You've been preaching this whole thing about justice for the past 50 damn years. Absolute justice. I hate pirates. Pirates are the scum of the earth. They're criminals. They're the only reason why things are bad in this world. And you find out that your big boss up in the ladder above you are straight up pieces of shit who are torturing, enslaving, genocidal maniacs, right? And the pirate that you were supposed to kill is the one teaching them a lesson and like actually bringing them down. That would change your whole worldview, wouldn't
Well,
it?
I think the thing with Ake, he's gonna have to respect that. Yes, pirates are scum, but
There's
the
bigger
world
scum.
governments, the way the world government is ran, is almost like the direct cause of the rampant piracy in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the type of situations that people grow up in, slavery, war-torn countries because they can't pay for the celestial tribute or whatever. Once he understands that, that's when he's gonna shift his focus. But that don't mean he's gonna start liking pirates though. He's never gonna be. It's always gonna be up with pirates, but I think he's gonna focus on the Gorosei too.
But he'll realize the whole cause and effect situation.
Mm-hmm. Like this is why this happens. I don't have to like what happened, but I also need to acknowledge why it's going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense. Oh, let's see. What else was in this chapter?
Man, I can't wait till Sakazuki overthrows the world government and becomes his king.
Shit conclusion.
You said what?
He gonna be all 5 Gorosei by himself, lock him in a room by himself. He got it.
Listen, that's light work. He'll sink Kizaru for that.
I want to shout out Sai too because he had a good theory before on the sapphire skills. Sai, Civ, how do you say his name?
Oh, Civ. Oh, I didn't hear you. That's why.
Yeah, and I think he had a video similar to kind of what actually we found out happened with the Gorosei and the government, like with the skills and everything, with diseases, with Bonnies. And I think now we're gonna see like, I think his theory was that they gave it directly to Bonney, but it's kind of similar.
Can somebody explain to me why? I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway,
well, let me ask y'all a question.
Go for it.
We got a okay, so I'm Kuma. And they done took my lady. You know, I'm out here trying to revolt and all this. And next thing I know, I hear my woman is gone. And then we get weird word that, oh, she back in my hometown. She about to go. I need to get there quick. And you see your lady just smothered in blue diamonds or whatever. And then she leaves you a child. And then as that child is growing, they get blue diamonds or whatever all over their face. And you hear it's an illness. So why when that child's 10th birthday, you like, you know what, I'm going to get that girl? That diamond that killed her mama. Like, why would you do that?
He told her that the jury, that it was like a jury though. He made it seem like a positive thing to her.
Hey, it could very well be. What if that sapphire is from Guinea? What if?
I bet it is.
That would be disgusting.
What if?
Man, imagine scraping the sapphire off of her body and making her get the fuck out of here. Don't give me this nasty shit, bro. You're insane.
You take insane. I was about to like make that example for you, but I don't even want to let those words come out my face. Like, imagine your mom.
Hey man, I was reading the chapter and I feel the dragon hate, bro, because
oh my god,
I feel it, bro.
Dragon hate is a snowball that's getting worse and worse.
I just feel it because like after what we now know with the details of the situation, it's like, bro, like you could have prevented this in some way.
What?
This man is chilling, yo, just chilling.
How is Dragon gonna prevent this?
I mean, he allowed her to get captured, right?
Actually,
allowed her to get captured?
To be fair, Dragon is giving us a good hint in this chapter because we're talking about how is Kuma alive, right? And he's talking about instincts. He said, assuming there's still a trace of Kuma in there, where would his instincts take him? And then Ivankov's like, oh, if it was me, I'd be storming Marijoa or some shit. And Dragon's like, yeah, but Kuma's different.
But we did see,
or was that Ivankov?
Though?
No, Ivankov said they're different.
Think about that. I think Ivankov is saying that Kuma would go to Marijoa because he may still be under the impression that, because Bonnie's been a famous pirate now. So I'm about to say maybe she's still being overseen by the government because that was the last place that they knew, but she's got a whole $100 million, 300 million berry bounty. So that can't be the case. But I was thinking he would go back to Marijawa to go get his girl, and that's exactly what he ended up doing. He just didn't know where his girl was at the time. That's the point I was really trying to make.
I think it was Joe that made the point that it looks like all of them are walking as if they're leaving, heading somewhere. Mm-hmm. And you got Dragon asking, like, where do you think Kuma is going? Maybe the revolutionaries are on the move, it seems.
Could very well be, because you see a bunch of scurrying in the background as well.
Yeah.
Man, that's them frolicking in the park, man.
But honestly speaking, with the whole thing of this chapter being instincts, in a sense, I definitely feel like Kuma's will of being a great father and fatherly instincts is overcoming his entire being somehow. I don't know. It just sounds crazy, but at the same time, it's One Piece. Anything could happen.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, bro.
Like and subscribe.
No, it wasn't because of you. It wasn't because of you. Oh, now you cut out.
Like and subscribe.
Now you need to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
The fact that Andre Drummond, Old Blake Griffin, and KCP the only noteworthy Pistons in the last few years.
Giving a shout out Pistons. Some
you might gotta do it. Might gotta do another restart. Prince.
Do I really have
to? Just call him Saturn, man. Just call him Saturn.
Saturn. Okay. When you do that, your name is Saturn.
Well, I mean,
let's ask the question: is Dragon coming to Egghead?
No.
I don't think so. I think he's going to do something.
Bingo at hold on. He ain't got no time for Egghead.
I want to push back on that because we can see that he's trying to figure out where he is, right? So like, let's say they actually do figure it out. I feel like he's heading to help him out because.
Man, look, that scene better have been 3 days ago. Because if he right now wondering what Kuma is and just not for the leave, he gonna get to Egghead and the island's gonna be empty.
It's done for if he's just realizing it.
But why? But you don't think he would ask that like immediately?
Imagine Dragon.
If we gonna make up all these. Not saying nobody here, but if we're gonna make up all these excuses about, oh, Dragon is taking his time, oh, he's planning for the bigger fight, then why would we act like he would move any different now? Like his best friend girl
because they're just
years ago.
I think he has to learn from his mistakes, right? He led what happened with Ginny, and I feel like now it's the time for him to redeem himself.
Yeah,
so they did just declare war on the Celestials. So
yeah, exactly. The war is already in motion. He started it.
Plus, how often do you catch a Gorosei member on land?
Exactly, bro. And the thing is, too, Vegapunk already kind of gave him the hint that there's something going to go down at Egghead soon, right? So,
when is he going to worry about his biggest enemy, bro? He needs to stop capping, bro. You know he's scared.
Who's his biggest enemy? Blackbeard? Oh, Akainu, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's his little brother. What do you mean?
Hey, honestly speaking, though, if you look at all the different things in this situation, it just spells death for Saturn at this point.
I mean, like, if I'm just under the notion that Dragon has bigger things planned, and all of that stuff that's going on in the Egghead is just like a something that really sucks. I hope my kids all right, but like.
Okay, so we'll go through every character. Which character survives? We'll do Kuma first. Who thinks Kuma survives?
I think Kuma's taking too much damage. I think he's dying.
All right, so everyone
sadly.
What about Saturn?
Saturn?
I think Saturn survives as well.
I think Saturn. If Dragon does not come, which does not seem to be the case, Saturn is surviving. I don't think Kuma or Luffy is gonna finish him. You know what I'm saying?
I think Kuma could.
If Kuma or Luffy doesn't, then I think Blackbeard will,
around and have
and
that
not
self-destruction work against him in the event that everybody's going to learn. Because, like, I still don't know if it's common knowledge if everybody in the world knows about the Gorosei. So if they find out about the Gorosei through them trying to attack Vegapunk, that's going to have everybody in the stage. They're not going to know whether to side with the world government, whether to look at them crazy. That's going to turn the world upside down.
So
if Big Mom's son survived an explosion, I'm not. Listen, how hyped up are these Gorosei members if the first one dies from 1 HP Kuma? No, Kuma.
Hey, but Kuma
Like-
built different, bro.
Man, you're right. He is very much so built different.
Oda would not
I'm
show
very-
Luffy. Oda would not show Luffy eating food again if he wasn't finna get up.
He finna get up for sure, no doubt about it.
Is it true that
Oh,
Kuma
he not.
can?
It's not a one-hit KO now.
Kuma-
Let's not get it mixed up. He's not getting one shot.
Like and subscribe.
But Kuma can also
God
heal.
damn.
He can also heal.
No, we heard
pain,
you,
right?
Prince.
I heard you.
Yeah, I think
I heard
JJ
you.
Oh,
trolled
geez,
you.
no, okay.
I heard you.
Maybe it's my side. Oh, Lord.
I've been
get a
gaslit this whole stream. I like,
This is the first time we heard you all year, man.
bro. Oh my god.
I do think that Planet Birthday said Gorosei seems to be common knowledge of the marine fodder, so I don't see why the world, but I think the world knows about the Gorosei, to be honest. I think it's Emu. Emu was the only secret because of the empty throne, but
Yeah.
the Gorosei, I think the world knows about them. But yeah,
All right, so okay, fine. So Saturn. Who said Saturn survives?
I think he survives.
Everybody?
I think
He's a
Saturn
goner.
is at the
I
biggest
think it's
like
a 50-50 chance.
turning point. Because if Saturn survives Kuma and Luffy,
Like
then
we've
he's not going to
as far as I'm
survive
concerned, we've
Blackbeard.
already got rid of Kuma 2 years ago when Vegapunk pulled the plug on him. It was very emotional, but it is what it is. And I just really think the thing that's going to make the Egghead incident is one of the real leaders of the world being taken out by this one captain crew. And then if you
I agree.
add to the fact that an admiral helped them out, like boy,
So
Dragon
helped them
say-
out.
I think
Dragon
Saturn.
will say Garp, not Luffy. Ooh.
I think Saturn. If he I think he might survive. But how I said earlier, I think Blackbeard will capture him and hold him for ransom. But if he does die, I could see it too because that really could shake up the entire world. Like if we're really thinking of how impactful that is. I mean,
Blackbeard gonna run out of room when it comes to holding people for ransom. Because Jesus Christ, bro.
bro,
think-
Garp
I think
Garp
that's
and
what I'm
Gorosei team
like-
up.
I think the most earth-shaking thing that could happen is if Kizaru turned and
I
fought
think
with
an
Luffy against
admiral.
Saturn.
I think an admiral passing in this arc would be the biggest shock because the world at large looks at the Marines as good guys, and like they know about the Gorosei as political figures, right? But the way the Marines are referred to as the world government's highest power or the Marines' highest power or whatever, one of them passing, because that's never happened in the story as we know it. One of them dying, and it could be in the context of they probably don't, if it comes to the news, it'd probably be taken as if Luffy did it. But if it's in the context of what happened with Saturn, that would be worth shaking event to me.
All right, so Saturn, Kuma. What about Vegapunk? Does he survive or?
Okay, let me ask you this.
I think that at the beginning of this arc, whenever he said he was gonna die, was a red herring, bro.
I can
I
see
think
it
it
both
was.
ways though. I can see it where it's like Luffy will be the one to save him, right? Because he's Nika. It's like another example of a miracle. And
Do y'all think that the
proving it.
satellites can survive without the main Vegapunk?
I was gonna ask you that too. I don't know.
They definitely can.
I think
I think we're about to find out.
Or do y'all think that him saying that he's gonna die soon could have been just that Vegapunk has died?
That's
so.
Shaka or what was it?
Shaka, yeah.
That is actually true. Yeah, it was Shaka that said that.
So could it have been that? I mean, that would be a little bit underwhelming. Don't get me wrong, but that could be the case.
Shaka had the best
Let
design.
me ask you
too.
this though. So I think I talked to Zane too about this. Is like,
Lilith?
can
Come on.
Kuma heal Luffy? Can he heal
Okay,
people's
okay.
pain?
Can Kuma heal Luffy? I thought I responded to your donation. Dragon will save Garp, not Luffy, because Kuma. I don't think we've heard Dragon say Garp's name the entire story. He probably remembers
Appreciate that
that.
$8 though.
Yeah, I mean that's not $8, but is it?
I was wondering.
I don't know what that is, to be honest.
Somebody did a donation. Did we
Yeah,
read
that's
it
what I was.
already?
Yeah. It's a good idea. I mean, that would be definitely a big shock, because Blackbeard did pull up on Dragon, but I don't know, bro. I do not know. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Vegapunk. Oh, I can see. I don't know, man. I think the old Vegapunk might kick the bucket, but will it feel impactful if there's still two versions of him walking around?
I think Vegapunk has so much information where I feel like it's almost too dangerous to keep him around the story because at that point he could just tell Robin the entire like ancient kingdom and stuff. And I think he's going to expose something at the end of the arc that like similar to Whitebeard where he says the One Piece is real. Something about the ancient kingdom or Joy Boy or something.
He might do the name.
Maybe
he might reveal
maybe
the
he
name.
says like Luffy is Sun God Nika or something. I don't know what he's going to say, but like yeah, the name of the ancient kingdom, how you said it could be something, but I feel like I really could see him dying because it's just he knows way too much right now.
Yeah.
For the story, like for the story purpose of if this guy is around, it's
like
just,
he knows a lot of what the Straw Hats are trying to find out. Yeah. So him being around is like detrimental to that. I get what you're saying.
But I could also see where it's like how he said like Luffy saves him, and then I mean that's a big moment for Luffy too because now you have Vegapunk helping him and probably like Dragon and stuff, and that's like a big win for them too.
Who else you gonna do for?
Okay. So this is not a character, but do you think that Egghead Island will be completely destroyed this arc?
I think I think the government has to get a win out of this because they like we said, Luffy got 2 ancient weapons. I think they're gonna keep access to the Mother Frame technology, so I don't think Egghead will be destroyed.
Yeah, because they want that laboratory, so. See,
they keep taking L's. They have no.
My take was going to be that Vegapunk, if they get rid of Vegapunk, that's a dub for them.
Because of that.
If he doesn't survive, at least you could say like at least the Marines handled Vegapunk, and because that was Kizaru's mission, he didn't accomplish it, but that was kind of my thought with that. What else? Who else is a character that could survive or die?
Zoro, he fighting Lucci. I mean,
please stop. We need to be worried about Sanji.
Sanji good. The warrior of science. Come on, man. Let's be fair.
What? Sanji standing next to Frankie, so he alright. Honestly,
I love the separate agendas in here.
Yeah, man. Everybody got to push their own. Like I said, Frankie. I think both Frankie and Sanji. Because right now, let's say everybody could way people slander Sanji. I think that both Frankie and Sanji both are going to get a chance to do something in front of Saturn, but we got to wrap up this Kuma and Bonney stuff first. So let's just relax, man. Give it some time.
Frankie Loden?
No.
I also think like Morgan's the way he frames the entire incident is also going to be interesting because he can make it different than what it is. Like he can make it way bigger than what it seems, or like just in a certain light. Like he can make Luffy and Blackbeard parallels, or like. The way
we know he always gasses Luffy.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Y'all think we're getting bounties after this arc?
Yeah, for sure.
I hope so.
Y'all think everything gonna return to proper order or what?
I think Jinbei, I think
the order is proper.
I think Jinbei might get a big moment. I think he might,
What the world's strongest
fishman,
box carrier? Get the fuck out of here! Loading the ship. That's what he's doing. He's doing a good job too. But listen, if y'all go to my Twitter and search Jinbei, I love Jinbei. But until this is fixed, no, I promise you, nothing but love for Jinbei.
There's gonna be
name one good thing that you love about Jinbei, bro.
The fact that he was there for Luffy at his lowest point. Because when we started OPU, it was around the time of that dastardly bounty reveal. So what is this? Oh. So that was around the time we got started. You feel me? So it just messed it up for me, bro.
So do you think Jinbei deserves his bounty that high? Or you just think Sanji deserves it even higher?
I think Jinbei deserves that bounty, but Sanji, you know how I feel about Sanji. Come on, man.
He defeated Queen, bro. It's like, how impressive is that?
Who's? Is that supposed to be
he wrote this who's who though? You gotta throw that in there too.
Sanji was fighting with himself harder than he was fighting Queen.
Hey, no denying that here.
Listen, who's who was a valuable disruptive part, man. He knew Sun God Nika. He knew a lot of information, bro.
And then he knew Sun God Nika. He heard the word Sun God Nika.
Yeah, I agree with Dak in the chase that Kuma's going to latch onto Saturn and explode. In my opinion, it's like Majin Vegeta, bro. Like he's doing it for his daughter. He's doing it for Luffy. Like it's a sacrifice, and Kuma's entire character is based around sacrifice. So I feel like,
and we know Oda loves Toriyama's work, bro.
that's true.
So.
Don't let it end like Majin Vegeta, though. Please.
Not
I
that
was saying, y'all talking about Majin Vegeta. It's not. It's gonna be the same thing. It's not gonna be.
We want Saturn to die from this. We don't want.
Hold
Please.
Okay, I might have lied about having positive tweets about Jinbei, but anyway, I still like Jinbei before this. So let's stop doing that, bro.
Actually, so what about the Iron Gen? Because I think last time Krow said that it definitely is. I think he says like it's their way out, or there has to be some way that this giant robot comes in, helps them in some big way, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can see like at first there was a robot carrying the Sunny to the part where it needed to be at, but it got destroyed by Kizaru, who everybody acts like is just a saint all of a sudden. But anyway, that's probably gonna be like, I think the Iron Giant is gonna do more than just carry the ship though. It's gonna do more than that for sure.
So do you think that it will fight at all or no?
I don't think it can. What is it doing to like?
Want to take them to space?
Like realistically, what is that giant doing to Saturn?
I don't know, bro.
Like, I mean, if it's stronger than it looks, maybe, but this is a big giant, bro.
You know that giant got lasers, man. The robot got lasers, yo. I'm sure.
Frankie got lasers.
Exactly.
So if Kuma dies, does
Big
Bonney join the Straw Hats?
Does Bonney join? I think Bonney is. Because, yeah, I think so.
I think
if not joining, it's just going to be like Momo being on the ship.
I think Bonnie's becoming a revolutionary.
I mean, did she watch that flashback and see how Dragon wasn't the most proactive person? I think that she might be against joining the Rams, to be honest.
I think Kizaru is becoming a rebel.
Okay. He's going to be the fifth in command after Karasu?
Nah, he's gonna be
the second strongest.
He's gonna be above Sabo. What the hell?
Yeah, so he'd be the second strongest rebel for sure.
Now, Brandon King said, "What I love is everything that Saturn did is coming back to bite him," and I love that because, let's just say, that self-destruct feature really does like do some major damage to Saturn, and he's the one that implemented it.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be the case. But I think it's gonna be a big explosion, and I think it's gonna hurt him. But I still don't think that's gonna be what puts him down. Like I said, we talking about in-game level fighters. Like,
just knowing how Oda writes, like, I feel like it's time for Luffy to get that final attack, right? That final punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that.
Somebody said, "Yeah, keep Dragon far away from Bonney." Yeah. Nah, man. Listen, even though I'm wrong with Dragon, his friends don't seem to be safe. So let's not put a little girl around, especially since they finna go to war allegedly. She has no need to be in the Revolutionary Army right now.
But the Straw Hats are definitely going to be in a war right now because if they just fought Saturn, an entire war against the Marines, I feel like now Luffy is in a war.
Yeah, but it's a more tight-knit group and easier to keep watch of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, but I feel like if you throw Bonney with Ivankov or Sabo, it's like I think you could trust them.
All right. We'll see. Did you read that the Celtics lost to the Pistons? I wish the Celtics lost to the Pistons, but it was an extreme diff fight, but the Pistons won. I mean, lost, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I was just antagonizing my guy. But every pirate crew that we know a lot about seems to have somewhat of a prodigy, something of that sort. I could definitely see Bonney playing that role. Her being comfortable in her childlike form. She don't got to act like an adult and protect herself under Nami, getting game from Robin. You know, she's been a reader. You know, Kuma had her reading, so they will be able to click up. She could eat with Luffy and Chopper. Like, I feel like she could fit in the crew just being herself and not really like every time I look at for a Straw Hat, shout out to Carrot, I'll be looking for the responsibility that they add to it. And if you just have that young girl who just soaking up game from the future Pirate King's crew, I would be more than accepting of that. And I just want to say, like, Bonnie's cool, but in my eyes, I really haven't had any real ways to connect with her because, you know, like, first, she's an adult now, she's a child thing, I was always like, I'm just going to fall back and see what happens. But how they started off this chapter with her like accepting everything that happened in the bubble and just apologizing to Vegapunk because she came into Egghead with all the smoke wanting to give to him. Like that's literally my favorite Bonney moment through everything that we've been through so far. She's 12 and she's showing, emotional intelligence. Like, yeah, I was pissed at you. I know better now. I'm not going to hold a grudge with somebody that was doing everything my father asked him to do. And so, how they started off that chapter was a really strong presentation of Bonney. That's my favorite moment so far.
And I like how she turned into a child, too, to just show her vulnerable side in that scene, too. I like that a lot.
Yes, sir.
The thing with me with Bonney is, like, she spent her I know she's a child, and it's like, I see what you're saying, like, going into a war and everything, but I think she spent so much time trying to find Kuma, and we know Kuma sacrificed everything for Bonney. Like, he even put aside being like a right-hand man to Dragon for the Revolutionary Army to be with Bonney.
Peak father.
And I feel like now it's like a matter of if Kuma dies now, like she's the one to inherit his will. So it's like the reason why I say revolution is because she's kind of doing what he couldn't do because he was raising her. You see what I'm saying?
I think she makes a Straw Hat way like I think. I agree. She makes a better Straw Hat, and the only reason I say that is her and Luffy have so much drawn together, bro. Like Dragon and Kuma.
I agree. Yeah.
She could be an apprentice of the crew, for example. She has no guidance. She doesn't know anybody in the Revo, but she knows Luffy. She knows the Straw Hat.
She knows Sabo,
and she fits in perfectly. Well, yeah, but she doesn't know him as good as she knows Luffy.
And then Vegapunk was like, I was stunned when you both showed up together. Fate is a strange thing. As if they could be leaving together. I like that.
And I don't know, bro. I just think Bonney would be a perfect fit, bro.
Just restrain Sanji, please.
So my question now with Bonney being a straw, I'm not opposed to it. But what happens to her crew? Like, does her crew just disband after that? Like, if she
go home.
But bro, it's like.
But they're not pirates, you know what I'm saying?
They're not even pirates to begin with.
But I'm saying, like, we never seen a character in the Straw Hat's main crew that had like another crew attached that comes along.
Ah, shit, that hurt. Oh my god.
Jinbei?
Like with Frankie, he had to leave his crew. Same with Jinbei, he had to leave his crew.
She leaving them? Them niggas ain't important. We got two names. We got two names from them, bro.
That's her crew, bro. Like let's be real. Like they took care of her, and she was a young kid. Like.
Right, them boys are fishermen. Go home and go fishing. Your job is done. Thank you for your time. I'm in a young.
Like, fact of the matter is, once you see Luffy and Nika form, and like all of that, she's able to absorb all that. Because even Saturn was talking about like she hasn't had it all clicked together in her head yet. So like once she sees all that, just like Robin was like, "Hey, I'm joining the crew," and Luffy was like, "All right, welcome aboard." Like. Once she knows that she's on ship with Nika, she ain't got nowhere else. She ain't gonna want to go nowhere else. Like that's literally it to me.
Jinbei will never not have a crew. It's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, Jinbei got a crew. It's called the Blackbeard Pirates because he's the 10th Titanic captain. Y'all will see though. Y'all will see.
Yeah, even if the Straw Hat's disbanded, Jinbei's hopping on the next wave, bro.
Exactly. He has no issue. Jinbei moving real comfortable.
He already built for Cross Guild. Like
exactly.
This Jinbei agenda needs to end, bro. It has to end.
Bro, Jinbei gonna be like the old man in the crew, and like the giants from Elbaf, the little kid, like he'll be hopping on that crew next.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, whatever pirate crew popping, hey, put me on, bro.
Y'all really need to be worried about
Crocodile and Jinbei. The sand water tag team combos is gonna be lit.
Hey, just remember when Robin betrays the crew. Remember, I told y'all so.
Bro, this agenda is insane, bro.
It's not cooking, bro.
I've been watching.
Every week. I gotta hear it at least one time. You bring it up, bro. Like, explain this to me, bro. For real.
Bro, I don't know, bro. Just the way she. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, where is Robin though?
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. She's on some shiesty.
That's actually a good point, bro. Where's
Robin?
Where's Robin?
Robin wants to know the true history of the world. What's Blackbeard's favorite hobby?
Man, what is Jinbei's dream? Every Straw Hat got a dream. What is Jinbei's dream? Somebody please tell me.
He's there to serve Luffy, bro. That's his dream. He wants to see Luffy be the Pirate King.
No, he has no dream.
No, his dream is for the fishmen and humans to be together as one, bro. That's every fisherman's dream, bro.
That ain't. We need an exclusive dream to Jinbei. What does Jinbei want?
What is Frankie's dream, bro?
Frankie's dream is to build a ship that reaches the end of the Grand Line.
Why are we bringing Frankie up? Like, what are we doing? What's going on? What happened?
But Frankie already did his dream, right? Like, he built a ship
to reach the end of the Grand Line.
You being disrespectful, man.
Well, he wants his
built the ship already.
But it's not there yet.
You gotta have this ship circumnavigate the world, bro.
Come on,
it's deeper than just building a ship.
Yeah, he's there. You know, he gotta because he gotta. You see what happened? We left Usopp in charge of fixing on the ship.
He let his ship jump off that big Wano waterfall and just have some massive break. Like, he needs to see this sucker travel throughout and see how much it could. That was almost a pause about to happen, but
I kind of hate Usopp's dream because Usopp could. Usopp, nah, bro. Usopp could already. He could have like his is the most simple to accomplish, right? Like he could have already accomplished it in like Water 7.
Hold on.
No, his is the most difficult to accomplish. What you mean?
Man,
his dream is intangible. Somebody could call Zoro the world's strongest swordsman, and that be the case. For Usopp to be a brave warrior of the sea, he got to look himself in the eyes and say, I'm a brave warrior in the sea, and actually believe that. Yeah, and you see how difficult that is for him to do, because every chance he get the nut up, he don't want to do that. So, like,
I agree,
his is the most difficult out of everybody.
But why does he have to reach laughter to accomplish that?
What?
Man,
like, why does it take him reaching?
He's not reaching laughter. He's not making it to laughter. What do you mean? He might not make it off Egghead.
He shouldn't, bro. Like,
okay, Jinbei said, "What happened to your crew?" Oh, she didn't answer that question.
What if that was like the biggest Egghead incident that the god Usopp passed? Like, that would be.
It would be a worldwide celebration in the One Piece universe. Thank the heavens, he's gone.
I want Sogeking back, bro, at this point.
Okay, yeah. Jinbei said, since we're on the subject, what happened to your ship and crew? Bonney says, I came along. That metal monster back there gobbled up my ship. So she wasn't with her crew, but we don't get the idea that we don't know if they died. I don't think they died, to be honest. That would be kind of morbid from Oda, but yeah.
I mean, she wasn't with her crew because she was at Marijois first, though.
Yeah. So where they at anyway?
She been separated from them.
But this is a personal thing.
She was tied up with Blackbeard looking at her funny. Where was her crew then?
I think that was there.
Watching?
I mean, what was they gonna do? Fight Blackbeard?
Yeah, I can see Grand Fleet. I can see Revolution. I feel like Straw Hats does fit too.
The boys are going home.
Yeah, man, they going back to Sorbet.
They are done. They
kingdom under the Straw Hats. The Sorbet Kingdom.
It's gonna be another territory. That's what they there for, to plant that flag.
Oh, man.
Get out of here, man. But somebody tell me what Jinbei dream, and I'll leave y'all alone by him being a traitor. Because I know what his dream is. I know what it is.
What was his dream, bro?
To help Blackbeard become the king of the pirates. Just like how Ace wanted to help Whitebeard become the king, is for Jinbei is for Blackbeard.
Hey. You such a villain, yo.
I'm the villain. Okay, wait till y'all see Jinbei. It's gonna be a whole different conversation, man. I know what's going on.
You take the happiest characters and you talk down on them, and you take the evilest characters and you revere them. Like, you don't see that about yourself.
I wouldn't say I revere Green.
Yo, when Garland first pulled up, you was like,
whoa. I just said I like the. No, stop. Okay, bro. I said I like the way that what he said sounded like the opposite of what Kakashi says in Naruto. Those who help Scum are even worse than Scum. It just sounded like it was linked to that. I was fucking with that.
I think they brought up Laboon, and you know what I'm thinking about it? Like, that is true loyalty, bro. Jinbei needs to take a lesson from Laboon.
Yeah, you see, Laboon stayed put. He waiting for his OG crew from all them years ago. Jinbei had been in 7 pirate crews.
Listen, man.
This nigga got more teams than Jerry Stackhouse.
To the wall like 30 times a day. He's not all there, okay? That's not the role model I want. I'm just saying.
God. He like Patrick McCall just getting rings from random, not doing nothing. That's Jinbei, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. He don't know who he want to play for.
Patrick McGraw was serviceable one of those years.
Serviceable, right? Okay. 3P.
That's the most I got for him.
Is he even still in the league still?
Is he? He might still be on the Raptors. Grizzlies getting put in the dirt. Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir. I saw that score was 31-6. I was like, oh, no need to check on that one.
31-6. I didn't even see it's 102-77 right now. Third quarter.
Oh, well, not. Wait, Portland versus who, right?
No, Memphis versus the Nuggets.
Oh, okay. Portland playing somebody, and the score was 31-6 at one point. And I was like, oof.
That's tough. Patrick McCarr won 2 rings in a row and then went to the G League. That's no, like that is nasty, bro.
Hey, bro, it's not even
older.
Even Norris Cole at least had a good decent career.
No, why you be naming the boy like that was just trash, bro? Like he brought up Mario Chalmers last year, like he was just terrible, bro.
No, Mario Chalmers, he at least had defense.
Mario Chalmers was a serviceable point guard. Serviceable.
It's better
Chalmers
than
got run right on that.
Bro,
bench
you know who's
too.
the worst starter on a good team? Dabo Cephalosha. Starting over James Harden is the craziest shit I've ever seen, bro.
I mean, it's similar to like Reeves come out the bench,
He's ass,
Ginobili come out the bench.
It's not.
So we all agree
it's not similar to Ginobili,
James
bro.
Harden is ass, right? Harden is ass. Bro, he's
not doing that, Zane.
He's
we
so
not
ass.
Did we have this conversation already?
Yes, we did, and I'm standing on
But
business.
you know why I appreciate Jokic though, because Jokic was fat and he really put in the work.
Bro,
and James
what?
Harden, no, bro, he lost weight and he won a ring, bro. And James Harden couldn't win a ring, and then he just gave up and started going to strip clubs. And
But that was a suit, bro. He just wanted to get traded.
Ass, bro.
He just wanted to get traded.
yeah, but he fell off after that.
How, bro? Have y'all seen the Clippers like that?
I'm about to say the Clippers is the second best team in the West right now, boy.
Like they rolling.
I mean, yeah.
Bro, you know I have an agenda against James Harden.
I see.
What do you think about NBA? It's like the idea that these players, they don't care about like they don't care about the love of the game as much. Like, they don't care about winning as much. The narrative of like Jokic, Jimmy Butler, these like stars that don't care as much.
Jokic was on
so
Jokic,
how much is? Oh, my bad. No, go ahead. My bad.
I'll just go real quick. Jokic was on the podcast today, talking about like the reality of being an NBA star, and I don't get the vibe that Jokic doesn't care about basketball. Jokic doesn't care about all this other shit that comes with basketball.
Yes, sir.
I agree with you. I think it's a narrative that's being like kind of misconstrued.
It's just forced. He was talking about how he can't even go to like. So he doesn't like he feels like it's rude. He can't go to a store and go to the grocery store again. Daddy man said that was some fun One Piece talk. Time for the real stream. Yes, sir. But Jokic was basically, he was like, I can't go to the store without somebody just pulling their phone out and recording me. And it's like, I get it. I think Jokic loves basketball, but
He doesn't care about the fame.
He don't care about all this other shit. And the All-Star game, like people always talk about how he plays at the All-Star, but I feel like the All-Star game is like it is an amalgamation of
nobody cares about the
all of that
anymore, bro.
Yeah,
real, like since Kobe retired, it's been dead.
Is that how you just spell Jokic? Yokage? That's oh my god! I think he's joking, but that is actually a hilarious spelling of that.
Yokage.
Dragons comes when Luffy's near death. I wouldn't hold my brother, but yeah, Kawhi playing like a beast ball. He's not. Yeah,
I wouldn't even know.
Dragon got a Viver card, bro. Chill out.
I mean, yeah. I just thought Sabo did get one, so.
No, I was just joking, but he actually does. That's
Yeah, Sabo did get one.
Okay. Well, he didn't come to Wano when Luffy literally died, so
I got so much respect for Westbrook because I feel like he just wants to win, bro. Like now he's a bench player, right? Like he put his ego aside, bro.
Sucks.
Come on, bro.
How you can do that for the Lakers?
I'll say this with Westbrook though, like every time he shoots, you never know if it's gonna be like an air ball.
It's either air ball or hit front iron. It never goes
it's
in.
gonna fly off the rim. Or is he gonna make it? It's like so stressful watching Westbrook play, bro. Bro, he drives in as hard as he can, like it's still 2016, and then he just throws the ball up and hopes for a foul.
Yeah. Rubber used to be my top 5 favorite players before he came to LA, but
Yeah, him and Curry was
Yeah,
like my favorite
I'm done with
players,
that.
bro. At a certain
Done
point.
with that. It's the level of accountability you need to have, man. Like, you played bad, bro. Let's just
He's
own
inconsistent.
up to it, bro. All this Frank Vogel and other bullshit. Lakers couldn't coach Westbrook. Has anybody been able to coach Westbrook? Like, what's
I would say he seems to have a good understanding with Lou. I mean, altogether, Lou is probably a better coach than anybody he dealt with in LA. So
chill on Ham? Nah, Ham is ass. Man, Westbrook average decent. How much? What he average?
Nah, that pull up mid range was iconic, bro.
He averaged 1977.
yeah, I know he used to kill that on by the free throw line, like on the corner,
Shit jumped
right?
so damn
And it
high.
would pop every time. It would drop. But I think that he used to be running full speed and he'll just stop. And I think that what messes it up is his momentum, like trails the shot off because it hits like back iron a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Back of the rim, yeah, back of the
Exactly.
rim. Going, yeah.
Because he'll still be drifting forward because he's running full speed and he's just pulling up.
I think his body can't keep up though. Like,
bro, this poll got 68 votes.
It's been up
Thinking
for like
that this
hour.
poll's doing numbers. I was thinking that.
I'll end it right now.
All them people dropping a vote need to drop a like. Stop playing, yo.
Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your auntie.
It's Lakers fans' fault. Oh, okay. Yeah. Easy, low
I like how
excuse.
We got the 50 likes. Let's see if we can get 60 before we end the stream.
But we had like 90.
How we think?
Wait.
How y'all think we kicking off 2024? Like, we know this chapter gonna be the one that starts the chapter, but when we get our TCB in 2024, is Kuma's fist gonna be in Saturn's face? Like, what y'all thinking?
He's gonna hit him, but it's not gonna do shit. Sanji gonna get up and hit Advanced Conqueror's free Ifrit hockey, and the arc ends.
Would it be broken if Luffy's Gear 5 can nullify like his attacks?
If Luffy what?
Because he's not holding back Luffy, right? We don't.
Nah, he's just knocked out. He's only doing that with the real threat.
I'm saying when Luffy gets up, you don't think that Saturn can hold him back, right? Like he can't push him back, like how he did to Sanji.
Bro, he's not doing that to anybody with advanced comp.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet when Luffy
He ain't
get up?
doing it.
He's not
He
doing
How
it,
much
bro.
you want to bet?
Hell no.
I'll put 10 on it right now. I'll cash
All
out
right.
you 10 at that.
I'll
do
bet
10.
you $10.
10.
He's not gonna hold him down the whole time, but he's gonna diff something Luffy at first.
Nah.
He's gonna
But
hit him
he's
with
not
one of
gonna-
them.
He's not gonna hold him in place for a.
Okay, I'll say
like,
this:
over
in
a
Gear
minute at
5,
a time.
he's not doing it, bro.
Okay.
OPU does not promote gambling.
Bet 10.
In Gear,
Yeah, that's
how
it.
about-
I
is it
swear to
just
God,
Yeah, I'm
in
not betting
general?
both of y'all. Come on now.
Nah, you can bet me.
But listen, there could be a thing. Is he gonna try it? If he don't try it, then that's a different story now.
That's fair.
Because he hasn't tried it with Bonney, but we can't say he can't do that.
I mean, how are
To
we gonna
Bonney,
how are we
right?
gonna know if he did try it?
Y'all just give me the money if you don't try it.
No, the hell. The contract is voided at that point.
Okay, let's see if he
No, but I'm
tries it.
saying, how do we know if he tried it? If
I mean,
if it
I'm
just-
pretty sure like Luffy gonna acknowledge like he's trying to. When he runs up, Sanji probably gonna say, "Be careful." He does this little thing, and then because there's gonna be something that tells us how you. We're gonna learn in this arc how to negate it, right?
Maybe.
So for it to be negated, he has to try it.
You need advanced conquerors. I'm telling you.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason how. But if you don't try it, I'm gonna say he got nerfed. The same way y'all say Big Mom was nerfed when he fought without using advanced conquerors hockey. If you don't try that, then Saturn nerfed himself when he fought Luffy.
And he 100% does have advanced conquerors. He came out with Black Lightning pouring out. He has to have it, bro.
That was nasty. He's a godhead, bro. How can you not?
Yeah, like there's no way he doesn't. If he doesn't, that just doesn't make sense. Unless it's like some emu demonic stuff.
could be.
But like we've always seen that Black Lightning to conquerors hockey in some shape or form. Like big streams like that, bro.
No, don't change it. Don't change it.
You can see the streams throughout the entire island.
I've seen some black lightning coming from a friend of mine.
All right, can we actually think about this?
Nami?
For Zoro, how many more chapters until we see Zoro?
I mean, it's an extreme diff fight. It just depends, bro.
Bro, please stop, bro.
I need Zoro to do something, bro.
Hold on, we gotta stop. If they stop Slater and Sanji right now getting eye diff, then I'm getting rid of that extreme diff agenda.
I dipped and high diffed.
Extreme, but yeah.
I mean, I'm a Zoro fan. I just gotta see him do something, bro. Like he's been fighting Lucci way too long. We haven't even seen him do anything against him.
No, I'll push it aside. I mean, I'm pretty sure next time he comes back, it's gonna be cooked. But if next chapter he just flashes and shows us Luffy and Zoro again, but then cuts back to action, I'm going to die laughing.
But you don't want to see the actual fight, like the actual fight end at least.
No, I'm saying if he just goes and shows us that, hey, look at them, they're still fighting, like he did last time, right? Yeah. He just flashed and shows that they were still clashing, basically. If he does that again, I'm gonna cry. Like somebody says, it's been 3 months since we've seen Zoro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's been a minute for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Calculation resistability as well.
It's been like 6 months since.
But this is the thing, you don't need conquerors. Robin,
bro, Zane might be on to something, bro.
If it's Robin, it's Robin and Jimmy. Y'all notice how close they are, right?
Robin is she's a fraud, bro.
Listen, Zane, I might be with you because, like I said, Robin and Jimbe are very close.
Hey, if you're with that agenda, I'm with that agenda. As long as Robin ends up being a fraud, because I've been on that agenda since I started One Piece.
You've been praying for a while.
He is. Hey, don't get me wrong. She bad or whatever.
JJ, I want to ask you, Lou Williams or Mo Williams?
Lou?
Big Lou, of course.
Lou or Mo?
Oh, Lou. Okay, for the Hawks. Okay.
I mean, Clippers, Hawks,
Rockets, yeah.
Lakers for a little bit, yeah.
Bro, hopping around more than Jinbei.
That's saying a lot. I don't know. That's possible.
How about this? If Chris Paul wins the ring, is he a top 5 point guard all time? Is he top 3 all time?
Yeah,
top three.
No, not all time. No.
Okay. Top 3.
Top 3.
He's already a top 5 point guard.
All right, top three.
That's wild.
He might be top 5 for me.
Who's 5 better than? Only argument for number 5 in front of Chris Paul is Westbrook.
Magic, Curry.
I got
Isaiah,
Magic, Steph.
I guess you could.
Isaiah Thomas.
Maybe Oscar. Does Oscar Robertson even count, bro? He played like the 60s.
Yes, you have to count him. He played.
Then I guess him.
Chris Paul cool and all, but like I don't know,
bro,
man.
He ain't done nothing.
Bruh.
I would put him he's probably in my top 5 to be honest.
Chris Paul is the 5th best point guard of all time.
But Apex, I'm taking Apex Jason Kidd over Chris Paul straight up.
I'm
How long was that Apex in comparison to Chris Paul?
But Chris Paul,
I agree with you, Judge. I agree with you. At his peak, Jason Kidd's better than Chris Paul. But
I don't know about that.
How long was his peak compared to Chris Paul? Why not?
I mean, that's why I think you would give Chris Paul the love because of the longevity. But like Jason Kidd has done everything Chris Paul has done and made it to the finals as the main guy twice. So
I mean,
that nasty run.
I can name 5 right now, bro.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Of course, Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
That's valid, yeah.
Y'all gonna hate me for 2 of these. I'm gonna be honest.
This is not One Piece content, no.
I got Steph over him, obviously. Like
easy. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, that's not even close. Y'all might hate me for this one, bro. I got Kyrie over Chris Paul.
Hell no.
Okay, listen. No, I've actually had this conversation before, and while I don't agree that Kyrie is over Chris Paul, hey, Cook. No that's all I'm saying.
I also have Tony Parker.
No, bro, come on, bro. No.
Yes, that's crazy. Please respect Tony Parker.
Tony Parker got the Finals MVP, man.
I don't
respect
care,
Tony
bro.
Parker, bro. And then I got one more.
Chris Paul?
Yes, bro, easily, bro.
Hey, Tony Parker was cold. Now
he was not that good, bro.
I know you just hate Spurs players.
Bro,
but hold on, no. He was cold, but
Parker wasn't good, bro.
As good as
There's no
prime
way.
Chris Paul.
Bro, he's better than prime Chris Paul, bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro, he has more accolades.
He's on the best team of all time, bro. The best coach and ran team.
That's crazy.
All right, best coach and ran team.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Best coach and ran.
I got another one. Y'all will not
Tony
agree
Parker's
with.
not
But
fucking
I
Chris Paul, though.
wholeheartedly agree. Steve Nash. Thank
Hell
you,
no,
Danny.
no,
Thank you,
come on.
Danny. Thank you.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Steve
Oh
Nash.
my-
That's what I was gonna say.
Steve Trash.
Yes, sir, bro. He is not trash, bro. He is one of the greatest PGs.
But I'll
Please
even take
Steve
Stockton
Nash
over
is
Steve
hooping.
Nash.
I'm not taking Chris
Bro,
Paul
I'll take
over
Gary
Steve
Payton
Nash.
over Steve Nash.
Bro, that's crazy. Bro, okay.
That's not
Do
crazy,
you watch
bro.
basketball?
So you take so
just
You said Gary Payton over Steve Nash? No, you're
of
wild.
course,
That's
bro,
wild,
of course.
bro.
John Stockton
No,
neither.
I'm taking Derrick Rose over Steve. I'm taking everybody over Steve Nash.
You're
Bro.
taking
Tony Parker.
Listen,
Tony
I love
Parker.
D-Rose. I love D-Rose, bro.
Tony
but
Parker won a Finals MVP, Jose. I mean, I'm not saying he's the best player, but if you
Bro,
go to the
come
finals
on,
and be the
bro.
best player on the floor, that's something. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's better than Chris Paul. I'm just responding to
I don't
what
think
he
it's
said.
even close, bro. Like,
It's close now.
bro. Chris Paul,
Go
you could
look-
build
listen.
a team around. I don't think you could build a team
What
around
has
Tony
a? All right, I
Parker.
want you to answer me this question. What has a team built around Chris Paul accomplished?
Nothing but it's injuries, right? If we're talking about injuries in the
Oh,
playoffs,
why is it?
that is, bro, because
Y'all use injuries
Did
against
that
AD.
New Orleans squad, did they get to the conference finals or did they
I
just get to
don't
round
think they
two?
They
get. I
lost
think
to
it was
Lakers at
round
the
two.
first
bro,
round.
there is no argument you can give me that has Paul over Nash, bro. There's no
over who
argument.
you
Nash?
said? Over Nash?
Paul over Nash, bro. There's no argument. Give
I'm
me an
one of those
argument,
type of people,
Bro, he's
like if we
a
talking,
million
if we
times better
talking
on
like,
defense.
I
bro.
literally, I think a bit a lot of like, I think of it like this: if you literally swap the players, I don't think the results are changing for San Antonio, but I do think Tony Parker can't do what Chris Paul was doing in New Orleans. I don't think he could do it.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. You could
I'm
build around.
I'm
Chris
just
Paul.
saying to say it's not close is wrong to me because if you look at like go to their career and look at their numbers, yeah, Tony Parker was the second option for the most of it, but to say it's not close, these numbers are actually pretty.
Bro, every
consistent.
time they played, Chris Paul cooked them, bro.
Did he though? Chris Paul had better assist numbers though. I'll give him that. I mean, that's a point guard role, so that's
say
very
he's a
important.
better
That's why I'm
passer.
picking Chris Paul though.
He's not okay. One thing I'll say, Tony Parker is probably the better scorer, right? But everything else, I'm going Chris Paul.
What's the
Handles,
conference finals
passing,
with the
defense.
Warriors? He did. When he must have missed. Forgot that he stole Shaq's MVP.
I don't know,
It
bro.
just seemed like Chris Paul
Nah,
getting people's nerves.
nah,
All
nah,
right, but
nah.
anyway, going back to what I said though, if he wins a ring, I mean, I know he's old, but do you give him credit for that?
If he wins the ring as like the fourth option,
I mean, he's a sixth man right now, right? So
I don't really
coming
think
off-
that. I think that if he wins a ring, I need him to have like a big signature game in the finals
well, I'll
for it
say
to like
this:
really.
it's
I
never
have
gonna
not
be.
heard one argument for Paul over Nash.
Bro, I told you
So I'm
5
standing
reasons
on
why.
I'm standing
I
on
gave you one.
business. I'm
I
standing on
gave you one.
business. What?
We both gave you one.
Wait,
I
say
said
it
if you
again.
swap the places with Paul and Nash, I don't think the results will be different in San Fran, but I think it would be different in New Orleans, and you ain't say nothing. And the peanut gallery agreed with you.
Why would
You know
it
what
be?
I'm saying?
Why would it be different in New Orleans?
because Chris Paul is a better playmaker.
Tony Parker isn't a facilitator, a one that could you could run the offense through and around. He's a great system player, but I don't know if he's
I'll
a
be
great
honest,
individual
bro.
player.
Chris Paul
What
is
did Chris Paul
And
do in
then
New Orleans?
defensively, he doesn't play the passing lanes
Bro,
as
what
good
did
as Chris
he?
Paul.
What did he achieve in New Orleans? Nothing.
what is Steve Nash?
I
He
mean,
achieved nothing. There's not a high bar to pass. Like, let's be real.
If you're walking into the gym with better talent than me, then I expect you to win. But if I walk into the gym with lesser talent than you and I make it very respectable, then you put more onus on the person that lost than the person that won. Chris Paul ain't never had the talent that Tony Parker had, so I don't even know why we really could be comparing the accolades. When I think about the San Antonio era, I start with I start with Tim Duncan. Sorry, preach. And then
you don't start with Ginobili?
and then like depending on the circumstances, you start with Robinson and then you come in with Ginobili. And that's how I look at it. And then like Tony Parker was a guy that fit around all of that well. That's how I've always seen it.
I just don't.
So like I can imagine Chris Paul coming into that era and doing the same thing, but at the same time, if you stick Chris Paul in Oklahoma City, they're a better team. You stick Chris Paul in Houston, they would have beat the Warriors if he had not gotten hurt. You stick Chris Paul in Phoenix, they go to the finals. Like Chris Paul is walking success.
Yeah,
But
because
he's also
like,
walking
I
the
agree.
most
He's not.
long.
He is
Yeah, the
not
most
walking
bro.
long
success.
leads.
You
Come
put
on,
He is
Chris Paul
not walking
on the
success.
Rockets, they
Let's
almost
get
beat
that
the
started right
Warriors.
now.
Like that is a crazy, like, bro.
Hey, almost isn't good enough. Bro.
But like I said, it's injuries, right? So I mean, that's the reason why he didn't have playoff success. But we know he
all
could
I'm
have done it.
saying is compare Steve
Yeah.
Nash, Tony Parker accolades to what Chris Paul has achieved, and how many years has.
I mean, they both played
See,
a long time.
that's where I come from differently though, because to me, almost does count sometimes. Fact of the matter is, when you look at the NBA, for the most part, it's like 17 in LA, 16 in Boston. Like, if you're not a part of these specific movements, then you're not going to get it.
Bro,
So,
Bro,
like,
he's
CP3
been
has
to
been
the
in the
finals.
league for
Has Steve Nash been to the
19
finals?
seasons.
No, it's
He has
17 in
been-
Boston. It's 17 in Boston.
He's been in the league for 19 seasons and hasn't done shit, bro.
I
Give
think the
me
thing with
one
Chris Paul
thing.
is he's a ceiling raiser in comparison to some players that are like.
But that ceiling raising doesn't matter if you don't achieve.
I agree. Because at the same time, I think that he's touted as such a legend, a great leader and floor general and assist man, but he also has the most blown leads of an active player right now.
And I will
So,
agree with you,
that's true.
Duran. I will agree with you. He did have a lot of bad, like he did. But still, there's a lot of players that had a lot that still did stuff with it.
Bad luck.
I'm
man.
not saying
at some
he's
point
not-
it's not luck, bro. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for
What are we
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm putting respect on the name because I just felt like it needed to be said, because I kind
No,
of
I
think
don't-
like the Tony Parker talk is kind of like off, but like
I think
I'm not
Steve
the
Nash
Chris
is
Paul
off,
guy
bro.
that's putting him in the top 5 neither. You know, so I mean,
I don't want to
would
make it
just
seem like I think
my-
Chris
But
Paul.
number
is-
5
I
though.
don't want to make it seem like Chris Paul is a terrible player. He's still a top 10.
You cut out.
He said he's
Oh.
still top 10.
He's not top 10. I mean, he's not top 5, but he's top 10.
Who's your top 5?
Hold up. Y'all
I
put Nash.
just gave it to you.
Okay, Nash over Chris
Wait, so
Paul.
is Nash
JJ?
in your top
Got
5?
that?
I have Nash.
Oh,
Are we
no,
talking about
Nash is not.
PG specifically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I got Magic Johnson. I got Steph Curry. Got Steve Nash. I got IT. I got Tony Parker
Is this in
That's
order
wild.
though? Is this actually in
and
order?
not
Kyrie. And I got Kyrie. No, this is
Kyrie
not.
is not over Chris Paul, bro.
Yes, he is, bro. He's
How?
definitely a better hooper.
Does he want to ring as a second option?
It
So let me
doesn't
ask you
matter,
this:
bro.
what
He's
about
a
Damian
team more in his
Lillard
career.
over Chris Paul?
Damian Lillard or Chris Paul, they both haven't done anything.
I don't know, but Damian Lillard's definitely better than Steve Nash.
I will say this: Damian Lillard is a better basketball player than he is.
Than most that you're naming. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a better basketball player, but he hasn't achieved more.
But this is
bro,
my
Steve
thing,
Nash
though.
hasn't achieved anything, bro. He got the craziest MVP.
MVP is not crazy, bro.
No,
Oh
bro.
my
Averaging
God.
like
That's
14
fucking
points and
cool,
getting an
man.
MVP is wild, bro.
You know there are more stats than points. Did you know that?
Yeah, but
They won
this
29
is
games.
still
I
more
do.
important than points.
They,
It's like,
they won 29 games, bro, before he came.
I'm just
Or like
saying, bro.
20,
Like,
or like
winning
31, something like that, bro.
winning MVP over Shaq, Kobe, Tim Duncan, all these guys is
Kobe
like,
was the 7th seed. I think was not winning MVP, bro.
so why did Westbrook win it?
Westbrook was the 6th seed, and he averaged a triple double. Something that hadn't been done since Oscar Robertson. That's a different
Bro,
situation.
Kobe was dropping like 81 some games. Like, come on, bro.
7th seed.
But it's 6. It's like a 1 seed higher.
Yeah, but still, he averaged a triple double.
He averaged like 38 points a game, bro.
36.
36.
And he was 7th seed. That's it.
Yeah, but come on, bro. Like, he was like clearly the best player in the league.
Let's
at that time.
stop. Talking about some fucking. Hold up. Which year he won MVP? 05, 06?
Yeah, I think he won 2 back-to-back.
This is 19 points and 11 rebounds. And considering what the Suns were before and after he got there, that is the MVP season.
It's like
Now, you know what their record was
he
before
could
that?
be a
No.
he could be a
No, no,
candidate,
no.
but he shouldn't win it.
In 03, 04, listen, in 03, 04, the Suns won 29 games. The next year, Steve Nash comes, they win 62 games.
And then next year,
It's-
Shaq went to the Heat. They won a ring though.
Was Shaq the best player on the Heat that year?
Shaq was definitely.
Are
Like
we
a top 3 player in
considering
the league at that
Iverson a
time.
point guard?
Iverson is not a point guard, but
Okay.
You don't think Shaq was still a top like 3, 5? I think he was still better than
he
Steve
wasn't
Nash.
Shaq. He wasn't Shaq.
He's still better than Steve Nash.
No, he wasn't.
Come on,
You know
bro.
how
No,
crazy
bro.
this
Come
is?
on, bro.
Preach. This team, and he wasn't the only addition to the team. Now, don't get me wrong.
I
Wait,
know,
what's
bro. I'm
who
saying
was
like
here?
you really taking Steve Nash over Shaq.
Stoudemire was already here. Sean Marion was already here. I think Marbury left. The core of this team was already here. They won 29 games. The next year, Steve Nash comes. They win 62, and he averages. What do he average?
Bro, Steve Nash. He's a monster. Did he
win MVP this year?
He won MVP twice. He won MVP twice.
He averages 16 and 12 on 50. Is it 50, 40, 90?
No, wait, no, he didn't. I'm sorry.
Fuck, 89. Now he has a hyper efficient year, averaging 16 and 12, taking the team from 29 wins to 62. That's the MVP. That is the definition of MVP, bro.
Damn. So we all agree that Shaq is better than LeBron, right?
Yeah, okay.
I don't see any argument for Nash over Shaq at that time. Like maybe stat wise.
Did I not just give you the argument? Stat wise, what?
Bro, come on, bro. Like Shaq is.
Why every time I look at this, they're giving me a different points per game average every year. When did he win MVP, bro? Hold up.
I don't remember.
What are we talking about?
Steve Nash. Steve Nash won MVP in 05, 06.
Yeah.
Oh, he won it in 04, 05, 05, 06. Okay, in 04, 05, it was 16 and 12. 05, 06, 19 and 11 on 50, 40, 90.
Kobe averaged
that's
22 more points than him that year, right? Or the next
19
year.
and 11 on 50, 40, 90, and his team won 54 games.
He can
They're
shoot.
nasty.
It was the first, bruh.
He can shoot.
Respect Steve, bro. Why are you disrespecting?
He's one of the best shooters of all time, but it doesn't make him.
He was useless, Captain Mid. Wow. Okay.
Bro, was Steve Nash?
Steve Trash?
Steve Trash, spam it in the chat.
Hey, Jose, bro.
He said spam it in the chat. Really?
Okay, link up in Texas, bro. We might have to box over there.
I'm just saying, Steve Nash in the top 5 is a crazy take.
How's that crazy? He had two-time MVP, 8-time All-Star.
I don't think he deserved it.
I wish they show all them. 7 times All NBA.
So how does Chris Paul
not a
deserve
top
it over
5 point
him?
guard?
Yeah, how does Chris Paul deserve anything over that?
I'm going to read out these total accolades you preach.
No, but I'm saying I don't think he even deserved his MVPs.
Okay, well, let's ignore what you think.
I mean,
let's ignore what you think and talk about what happened.
But I'm just saying I don't think he deserved it.
Okay. So Kobe would have won that shot chucking while as the 7th seed. That's the MVP.
Kobe, Shaq, Duncan, bro, give it to anybody else. Dirk.
And what happened with Kobe?
Like you just got an agenda against Steve Nash, bro.
What happened to Kobe that first round too? By the way,
yeah, he lost to Steve Nash. Yeah.
Do you remember the nature of what happened?
Just like how James Harden was robbed from MVP from Westbrook, and he beat him in the playoffs.
Do you remember the nature of what happened?
I remember,
Kobe
bro.
lost
I remember.
Steve Nash?
I remember. It's not a fun memory.
That's not an MVP. Nobody that quits on the team.
Bro, don't do that, bro. Come on.
Well, first of all, Jose, we're not gonna bring up his Dallas days. We're not doing that.
Why not? I'm on both sides. I can slander. It's fun to me. I can slander comfortably and support. Because I don't fuck with that.
So we know points is more important, right? And he's scoring 22 more points.
Stop it. Why points more important?
We know that's the most important thing.
He's averaging less points, but he's much more
22
like,
less points.
It's
not like 5 less points, bro. It's 22.
He's way more efficient though.
But look, efficiency you could say is if you're taking less shots, right? Good shots, fair enough. But Kobe's having to play with just a trash team, take crazy shots. He has a different style, right? So it's like he's taking way more difficult shots. Of course, his efficiency is worse.
Nobody got no gun to his head. You don't got to do nothing. That's just how he plays.
Come on. No,
seriously.
When you're that good and you're playing with a team like that, you know he's gonna start chucking.
Oh God.
You're gonna trust Mush Parker.
Are we done talking about One Piece? We might spin the block a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. We're probably gonna wrap up soon. So, the last 30 minutes always so efficient. Yet never won a conference final. Okay, I'm not saying he's the best player in the NBA. I'm just saying that was an MVP caliber.
I'm just saying
he deserved to win the MVP.
I'll be honest. Steve Nash is not even in my top 10.
Point guards?
That is absolutely crazy.
Name 10 point guards better than Steve Nash right now.
That is absolutely crazy.
Why is that crazy,
name 10 point guards better than Steve Nash right now.
You cannot, bro. And if you do, you're capping. I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna do it in
now.
the chat. I'm so I can have a list right here. Curry, Magic,
Okay.
Chris Paul.
No.
Well,
Robertson.
no, but sure. Andre, I mean, not Andre.
Thomas. Yeah. D Rose.
Oh my! All right, you already lost. You already lost. It's already over, bro. It's already over, bro.
Hold on. Gary Payton.
So like when y'all talk about like who's a better player,
Lillard.
are y'all like talking?
No. I'm just naming 10 players better than Steve Nash.
If we're doing all-time rankings,
that nigga Dandy said D Rose.
If we're doing all-time rankings, then we're talking about the body of work over their career.
Bro, Gary Payton is not better than Steve Nash.
Why is Gary Payton not better?
Why is he better?
Not, bro.
Oh, he was going toe-to-toe with Michael Jordan in the finals.
Toe-to-toe.
Bruh.
Oh, yeah.
My thing is like,
I'm not even gonna argue,
Luka.
bro.
Was Steve Nash going toe-to-toe with Kobe?
Luka, who else? Chad, come on. I need a few more. Like, who else?
Oh, you don't, because most of these don't count.
Give Luka like 10 years.
And D Rose don't count? Bro, Gary Payton is definitely better.
How is Derrick Rose better than
Derrick Rose has one MVP, bro?
Tell me, give me a real reason. How the fuck is Derrick Rose better than Steve Nash all the time?
I'm taking 2012 D Rose over Steve Nash.
Apex, let's go.
Even at Apex is debatable because
both
of their Apexes are MVP
bro,
years.
bro.
I'm saying if you think Derrick Rose is a better player, but both of them their Apexes were first.
Is Jerry West a point guard?
Nah.
I honestly don't know.
Go ahead, throw them on there. Help yourself.
And I think we're missing one that I think everybody knows this one for real.
Because D Rose and Gary Payton and
you want to make Michael Jordan the point guard?
Damian Lillard don't count.
Damian Lillard don't count?
What has Damian Lillard right now has the same trophy case he's had since his rookie year. The only thing he has done in this league was rookie of the year. There is nothing else at his house in that cabinet.
So
that shit got dust on it. He ain't opened that
better than a player now?
It don't necessarily make you better, but if we're comparing all-time rankings,
so if it don't,
listen, we're doing all-time rankings.
He ain't got no trophy room. That joint just sit by the door, like.
We're doing all-time rankings. You're telling me the greatest point guards of all time. Then you have to talk about accolades too. Damian Lillard has not done nothing.
Bro. I'm looking at this list right now.
All right, bro.
There's like 15 players, right?
It's an Earl boy. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Right, Chad, name some other point guards, bro. I can't even think. Who's another point guard?
David Lillard.
Hold on.
The NBA is a beard. That's the only thing he's done.
Okay. Bro, okay, you're trolling now. There's no.
Yeah, he troll.
There's no way, bro.
Fisher Island. I dropped the top and got two. Wilder.
He's definitely not top 10 though, for real.
Okay. So preaches. Okay, by your criteria, what makes these guys better than Chris Paul? Like, what is your criteria when you're ranking the best point guards ever?
I think Steve Nash played in a system where it just allows him to look good on paper, but when we look at it like.
Hold up, you just named Stockton, by the way.
Is Krow.
I'm just you named Stockton.
Yeah, I'm not even a Stockton guy. I don't even like Stockton like that, but I think he's still better than Steve.
If we're gonna talk about a system, this man was the product of a system. Dumped down to the pedophile man and cooked. That was the system, bro. He's not that, bro.
Bro, I don't think he's the best player. I'm saying he's just better than Steve Nash.
How?
He's better at John Moran over Steve Nash.
He's a better passer. He's better at defense.
John Stockton?
Yeah.
No, bro.
How's he a better passer? Hold on. How is he a better passer?
I think he's a better passer.
Steve Nash.
He's a flashier passer, but I'll say John Stockton definitely has better vision.
Okay, what years?
He has better floor vision on the entire court, running the team.
What years did John Stockton play in the league?
Honestly, I don't know, like 90s, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, bro, because he played against Mike in the finals 2 years back to back. Yeah,
he played against Jordan and lost. Like, of course, you're gonna lose to Michael Jordan, bro.
That's exactly why I brought that up, bro. He is not.
He lost to the GOAT. Why is that a bad thing?
You agree he's the GOAT? Never mind. I'm not gonna argue.
He's not the fucking GOAT. Either way, you think Kobe the GOAT and he lost to Steve Nash if you want to do that. Yeah. Did he not?
Here, I'll say this. Steve Nash is on...
No. I need you to acknowledge what I just said.
What'd you say?
if Stockton gets a pass because he lost to Michael Jordan, and you think Kobe is the best player ever, or at least a top 2 player ever, and Steve Nash beat Kobe Bryant, does that not count as a boost?
No, bro.
What?
Because their teams were both in the finals is different. Like, he's facing a team that's not good. It's just Kobe, bro.
He got bounced in the first round. He was up 3-1.
He was up 3-1, but they figured it out, right? Well, you have to stop one player. It's not hard to figure it out.
Oh my God.
Bro, the Bulls are a stat team, right? Like when you have to stop one guy, it's not as hard to it's harder to like.
You know how many games the Utah Jazz won that year? They went to the finals.
I don't know, bro. 60, I'm assuming.
62.
It's a good team.
64 the year before that when they lost.
It's not the
well.
best team of all time. Like,
niggas were a consistent 60-win team and never accomplished anything. He has no individual all NBA. It's the only thing he got.
Steals, he like number ones in steal. Yeah, I was gonna say like.
But like I'm saying, we talking about systems.
Yeah.
You are sick. We're talking about systems, and you're gonna tell me that because of a system, Steve Nash can't be better than John Stockton. Steve Nash is the John Stockton mold perfected.
Bro, Steve Nash played in the 90s, he would average like 8 points a game.
You know when Steve? Do you know when Steve Nash was drafted?
He wasn't good in the 90s. He averaged like 5 points a game in the 90s.
He was a rookie. Is 2000? Does that like was there like a huge shift then? Because in 2000, 2001, he averaged 16.
It's a more
and I round up for everybody,
time, right? Because if John Stockton is playing in that time, he has to be more physical. It's a different game, bro.
I had to break it to you, brother, but John Stockton was playing then too.
Yeah, but he was one of the best point guards at that time. Steve Nash wasn't.
I'm just saying, like, you're talking about if he played in the 90s, but Steve Nash was averaging 16 in 2001.
Now, let me ask you this. Would Steve Nash ever win a MVP over Jordan?
No.
He won. So I'm saying it's a crazy idea that he won it over Kobe, Shaq, Tim Duncan, KG, all these guys.
That's not crazy. He just played better.
He had a better year.
And he had a better team.
He didn't have a better year. He just
it does.
How did he have a better team? That team won 29 games before him. So are we sure that he just had a flat out better team, or is Kobe just not good at making his teammates better?
I mean, Kobe did make his teammates better, just not that team.
How did he make his teammates better?
Gasol became a lot better when he was on the Lakers, right?
Why do you think it was a big deal that Gasol went to the Lakers?
Gasol was
already Brown and Smush Parker, bro.
No, I'm saying he was already an all-star. That's why it was a big deal that
he was
Paul
good, but I'm saying he became significantly better because of Kobe.
No, he did.
He even admitted that.
His numbers dropped. Preach.
His numbers dropped. But see, that's what thing you only look at numbers and like achievements and stuff.
You're gonna say he got significantly better.
Bro, he literally said I got significantly better because I played with Kobe and he pushed me to that limit.
What tells me that?
He literally said that in his Hall of Fame speech.
What tells me that?
Why would you not believe it? Like, you think he's just lying?
Because I watched the games. I watched them play. He was already an all-star player,
bro. It's a different
before he joined the Lakers. Because he might have became a better winner when he came to the Lakers, which is still questionable because when you go to a good team, you're gonna become a better winner. That's just natural.
No, it's the environment. It's the energy that Kobe.
That nigga does not make his teammates better. He just sat a whole year not talking to Smush Parker. He's a terrible leader.
Because Smush Parker is trash.
Well, not talking to him ain't gonna make him better. If I'm not good, if my PG not good, I'm finna ignore this nigga and never try to big. Hey man, I like to get the ball in this scenario. Help me out, do this. Oh, I'm gonna just be a jackass to him and not say nothing to him. That's not leadership. He's a terrible leader. And that shows when he quit on his team in the first round because he got his ass on his shoulders because they said he didn't pass the ball. So what he gonna do? Not take a shot the whole second half?
Well, hold on.
Are we serious?
No,
the child is that?
Just because you don't talk to somebody outside of practice or outside of
no, he didn't talk to him at all. He said he didn't talk to him.
No, that's not what he meant, bro. He meant like they never
so you can twist with this Parker saying, but I can't do that with Paul Gasol.
But bro, you know what he means? Like he didn't mean like they never talked in the game.
He said Kobe Bryant sat beside him in the locker room and did not say a word to him for the entire year.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm saying in the actual.
That's fine.
It's fine, bro. You don't have to talk to him.
Wow. The leader of the team does not have to talk to his starting point guard. The same leader of the team that just ran Shaq away. By the way.
Come on, bro.
Don't got to talk to his starting point guard. how did Steve Nash leadership do in the playoffs, bro? He lost. I mean, I'm not, but y'all, like I'm saying, Steve Nash is the best point guard ever.
Bro, he's top 5 though.
I'm not talking about Steve Nash leadership right now, anyway. But he led a team from 29 wins to 62. Is that? We feel like that's just a normal thing.
That is nasty, bro. I don't care.
From 29, the core was there. Stoudemire was there. Sean Marion was
cold,
there.
bro.
Barbosa was there. Sean Marion was there when they won 29 games. What changed the next year? Steve Nash came. Mike D'Antoni was already there.
Stoudemire.
Steve Nash, he was there. What you mean? He was there when they won
young,
29.
bro. Like he was. Like, bro, you know he was significantly.
1 year later, they go from 29 to 62 games. And that's just.
I will say he was definitely the right piece. But that doesn't mean that.
A piece don't take you from 29 to 62. A piece take you from 45 to 52.
Was he the only player that went to the Suns?
He was out of the core, the most of the core of that Suns team was already there. The year they won, let me see.
So yeah, he's the final piece they needed. They need a good point guard.
The final piece, bro.
I mean,
are you not understanding this? To go from 29 wins to.
I mean, they won regular season games, but they were still fraudulent, bro. No one thought the Suns was better than the Spurs, the Heat.
I mean, because they weren't a better team than the Spurs.
So I'm saying they won the games, but like they
weren't
a better team.
I'm trying to see who. Hold up. Joe Johnson was there.
I might give it to Kid too. I might give Kid over
Penny Hardaway was. I mean, both. It's an argument.
All right, what about Jerry West, bro? For real.
I think he's a shooting guard, bro.
I think he's
just little. I mean, you go to.
See, but look, I value scoring more. So.
I see that. That's the issue.
And defense, so
he's a PG and shooting guard. So I mean.
I value those things more than passing. I'm not saying passing's not important, but I just value defense and scoring. Scoring by far the most.
Listen, the starting lineup when before Steve Nash got there. I mean, the starting lineup on this 62-win team, right? Steve Nash, Joe Johnson. I think he would start. Well, I just named the core of the team: Steve Nash, Joe Johnson, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire. I'm gonna look to see if anybody was hurt and didn't play no games though. Nah. Stoudemire played 80 games. Joe Johnson played 82. Sean Marion played 81. Wait, this is the year they. Wait, this is before. Hold on. Sean Marion played 79. Marbury didn't play. He played 34, but he left, so he's irrelevant. Joe Johnson 77. Stoudemire played 53. Penny Hardaway.
But bro, like it's a team.
Barbosa played 70. Like, this same core was here. The next year, Steve Nash comes. They go from 29 to 62.
That's fair. Steve Nash is cold, but they're also a team that's improving. They're young, right? So it's like when Shai Alexander becomes a top 10 player in the league the next year, and he becomes so much better. It's like
I'm looking at the age.
Stoudemire became so much better in a quick span. I'm saying, like, it was definitely credit to Steve Nash. I agree, but I'm saying
before Steve Nash got there, he was averaging 21-9, bro. He was ass.
But he's a young player improving rapidly.
I'm saying he averaged 21-9 before he. It's not like he was averaging 10 points or some shit. He got better, yes, but that is also Steve Nash's presence as a point guard.
I agree. I give credit to him, but I think you got to give more than just Steve Nash.
Put Prime Nash in the NBA, he's a backup.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, he's still
18,
cold,
18 and 11 on 50-49 is nobody's backup.
Steve Nash is worse.
Unless you Stephen Curry or fucking Ja Morant.
His defense is atrocious, bro.
I mean,
that was kind of the whole team's thing at that point.
Yeah, it was just 5 seconds or less, man. Or 7 seconds or less. My bad. 5 is nasty.
Steve Nash is cold, though. I will give him that.
Bro, what's up with this big buff dude all over my timeline, bro?
Talking about the dude that's going to Target and shit.
Yes, bro. Why do I keep seeing this guy?
Bro, he's a sicko. He's a sicko.
What about Westbrook?
Bro,
Westbrook or Nash?
Nash, for sure.
Westbrook? Or between Westbrook and Nash?
Yeah.
Westbrook is a better player.
Are we talking about as a better basketball player?
That's a basketball player is Westbrook. But Nash got a better career than Westbrook.
Yeah. Bro,
I don't want y'all to understand something, bro. Just because you're a better basketball player doesn't mean that your career is better than somebody.
Yeah.
Steve Nash,
vice versa.
bro. Yeah, and vice versa. Well,
but if you're like a slightly,
not vice
this is my
versa.
thing, Judge. If you're a slightly worse player, like let's say if one guy is a 10 out of 10 and you're like an 8 out of 10, but you got a way better career, then you have a higher all-time ranking than that player.
100%.
I can see that. I think because rings definitely matters if you in terms of just winning, right?
Well, you've just been arguing against us the entire night.
Holly tonight had 21 points and 20 assists with 0 turnovers. Jesus Christ.
Chris Paul has achieved nothing, and Steve Nash has achieved what he's already said.
Steve Nash achieved. I would say he achieved less success. I mean, maybe personal success, but if we're talking about rings, like they both don't have any rings, and at least
I'm finna step out real quick. When I get back, we can wrap it up.
At least Chris
I
Paul
think
made
I
the
like 2
finals.
minutes.
At least he had a chance to win a ring. I don't know, bro.
So the debate is still Chris Paul versus Steve Nash.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of like, I mean, because he's saying that Steve Nash had a better career, right? I guess it depends what you base it off of.
I mean, I think it's, you know, once you look at the whole context, one thing is another. But like me, I put respect on Steve Nash, but I kind of feel like if you got to pick a team in regard to point guards, in regard to like if your life was on the line, man, I don't know if I'm looking at him too heavy, man. But to say 10 people is kind of tough, though. 10 people is kind of tough.
Listen, bro,
You was having to reach a little bit.
I'm a huge
but I
Gary
mean, maybe
Payton
like
fan.
10, 15 years down the line, it'll move to be true. If Ja keep on acting right, he should be up there because he's a certified monster. But
I'm back.
He just got to keep himself on the court.
I think Payton is completely underrated.
Talking about John Wick?
JJ. I think,
Man, Gary Payton good, but one.
like, bro, like this guy is like a true hooper, bro.
I guess, man.
Bro, what? Like, why is Gary
saying he
Payton
was
never get
good.
respect, bro?
He was good. He was a great basketball player, but he's not
I
top
rock
10
with him.
point guards.
I think he might be.
He's not
He's
top
like
10.
borderline 10. He's like 9 or 10.
He's like 9 or 10 if he's up there.
Yeah, I agree.
Excuse me. Y'all ready to wrap it up?
Let's do it.
All right, chat. Appreciate everybody that came through. Jose and his spamming Steve Nash's lack of conference final success. I get it, but that don't matter. Appreciate y'all for coming through. If you stayed with us from the transition from OPU to NBAU, we really appreciate it. This is one of our most fun times of the stream because we just let it loose. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the saying some wild shit every time, and it's always interesting. Yes. What was yesterday? Last week, if Ja was on the Lakers, they would have beat the Nuggets. Yeah. This is a wild guy. But that will conclude our episode. We're gonna let everybody do their outros. We're gonna get out of here. First and foremost, talk to him, Zane. Also, Prince was having some technical difficulties. He said he was in a secluded location, so he couldn't get his takes off like he wanted to. But y'all can find him at Prince the Professor. He changed his YouTube name, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, talk to him, Zane.
Yes, sir. You can catch me at Father Zane with 2 Z's on Twitter. Go follow me. I've been in and out of the streams lately, so I appreciate you boys acting like I've been here and having deep conversations. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all are amazing, bro. Y'all stay active.
You cut out. You good now? You good?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, I just appreciate y'all for coming out, and I don't have really much else. So. Did I cut out again?
No, you good. You good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Anthony Davis poster. Jesus. Oh my goodness, he's a monster. But yeah.
Good. He ain't all that. No, I'm just kidding.
Top 5 power forward of all time, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with it. But anyways, yeah, man, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. We got a break for like 3 weeks. into the next chapter.
Some interesting
We
stuff.
got 3-week break right now.
Yeah.
I think we're back on like January 17th.
Damn, bro. At least I have time to make some theories then.
Yeah. So we'll fill it out somehow. Y'all come. We'll do some fun streams, you know, to fill in the time. But until then,
like Prince keep asking.
Yeah.
Prince will get drunk, boy.
Anyways, Steve Nash is top 5. Chris Paul is not. Thank y'all for pulling up.
For sure. Talk to him, JJ.
You know what it is. What's going on, family? John Sherrod and all social media. Last stream of 2023. You know, we had to do it talking about what we love most, you know, OPU, One Piece, and the NBA. You know, it's just, if you hear long enough, we still got 20 people in the chat. We appreciate y'all sitting through, talking a whole bunch of nonsense on the stream, on the chat. We love all that, you know. It was a good year moving over to Preacher's channel. You know, we getting a little bit more notice. And I hope to continue to build throughout the year. Let's go ahead and start 2024 off right. OPU, we do what we do.
Yes, sir. Preach, let's hear it.
Listen, my bias for Steve Nash, he comes from, I'm a huge Kobe fan, man. And I just feel like he got robbed a few times, and that's kind of where that stems from. But yeah, it's a great chapter. And I got some videos planned, but I got a lot of stuff changing with the channel coming soon, and I'll keep y'all updated on that. But yeah, man, thanks for coming and watching, and we'll see you guys again next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me on Twitter at Majin Krow with the K for the Crow. CP3 is not the point guard, but yeah. Top of the year, son's starting daycare. I'm gonna have a lot more time. I won't make any announcements concrete right now, but yeah, we got some stuff on the way for sure. That's all I'm gonna say. Peace out. Jose, Doran, Dandy Man. Who else we got in here right now? Those been our main 2 guys because they the ones that's been trashing CP. Steve Nash back and forth, but yeah.